difficult.
As we're approaching the end of this adventure here, of course, I got to start by thanking Paizo for sponsoring us, putting us on their channel, and making this entire book of stuff that I get to throw at you people. Occasionally, horrifically killing off your characters. It was mostly just that one time, but there's been some incidents since then.
Huh?
Nothing.
That was suicide. I don't care what anyone says.
That was
But
an adventure.
we have not just Paizo supporting us on this wonderful journey we get to take here. Of course, we got Norse Foundry, providers of the incredibly deadly metal dice that you definitely should not throw at your players unless you really, really mean it.
And the dice that roll 20s just when you want them.
And our code 2Perception on their website that gives you 10% off of literally everything on the entire store. No limitations, gem dice accessories. It accounts for all of it. We have Arkenforge, the virtual tabletop that we use it as a virtual tabletop, but it's map making software too. It is what we get to build a lot of this in, which is why we get the cool doors and things.
Super cool.
It's super fantastic, especially if you're playing with the hybrid setup we have now with the screen on the table, so you can still have line of sight but still sit around a table and move some minis on a map and roll dice and stuff. 2 PER over there gets you $5 off either of their primary essential bundles. And both. It changed, right? It's better than that now. That code actually is 5. You can get $5 off of both of the bundles. It was one or the other previously, but we got it upgraded because a lot of people, it turned out, wanted both of them. So I went and poked them, and now it's both. So it's not a one-off thing on your account. You can actually use it for both primary asset bundles.
Neat.
And as we left off last week, Sirenscape.
Why do they call them assets?
No. Sirenscape.
He recognized bait when he saw
Which,
it.
no,
I
I
wanted to
understand what I
play.
did to make Jason Bullman not reply to me on Twitter anymore. And I can recognize it when you try to do the same thing. Which was also indirectly your fault. It's a stupid beta. Is the reason.
It is not my fault that is the way shrink item works, and that poop is an item.
Look, Sirenscape. Filling our background here with a lot of this immersive ambiance. We get into battle, has graced us with the glorious machine gun golem fist, has given us a lot of great things. Gugs. I think the Gugs are still
The
my
Gugs
standout
are
so
the
far.
best.
They have an actual Gug sound set. I just ripped most of the stuff from. Almost 100% of the sounds we use here are just in Sirenscape's database. You can put your own sounds on the soundboard as well, and I do occasionally when there's something I'm looking for, but they have so much. We've made almost everything out of what they have, and some of it, like the frickin' Gugs, is just so good. There's so many options.
I like
look
the
at
crowd noises.
It's got a free trial. Go poke it. It's cool. As we left off last week, making our way into the Red Pyramid, we were a little confused. The Scarlet Triad base of operations is here, but a cursory investigation did not immediately reveal them. It found some concerning things in the form of a very large devil and some strange iron ninja women that ambushed us as we were walking through their public museum. And I obviously understand why you did it. Nobody wanted to bully the tour guide. The tour guide didn't do anything wrong.
He was a nice
He's a nice
guy.
guy.
He's just working retail.
But
It would have been really hilarious if he was giving us the tour and they jumped us, though.
Oh, they absolutely will jump you mid-tour. You needed to go one step further.
No.
'Cause
See,
it was
all
the
you had to
holy-
do, it was your fault. All you had to do was not show us the staircase going up. If you had taken a
You
different
asked
route,
what it was. Well, he takes it to Royal Chambers. That's like the big thing to show, and then the Gallery of Statues explaining because it kind of loops back around to the entrance.
But all we care
So-
about is the stairs.
So the man with control over the fabric of reality is saying he couldn't do anything
He
about
didn't
it.
even take you over there. He's like, "What's that way?" He's like, "Oh, that's the offices." And you're like, "All right, you need to leave now."
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know what I expected, but man, it's to be so funny to have all the ninja iron women jump out while he's just trying to give you a tour. And this dude who's already having the worst day of his life.
I would just
I
throw
don't
him
think
into.
that would be funny. That'd be tragic.
I would throw that man
He
into a
would
maze to
probably
keep
be-
I
him
would
safe.
cry.
He would
I
have
will
been
protect him.
fine.
Other ways.
Yeah, then he would have been inspired to fight Gooder.
Better.
Gooder.
Better.
Gooder.
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 No.
More gooder.
I'm the intelligent rat.
Well, and
gooder.
gooderist.
No.
He's right at least half the time. That's probably gooder.
Yeah, it's good.
But finally, we realized that there were more levels to this
Gouda.
pyramid. They just were not above, they were below. And the passageway down to the undercrofts of this ancient reliquary were hidden behind a statue and a lever that has long since either been removed or simply worn away from centuries.
That's the Scarlet Pyramid, right? But now.
Mind blown.
Beta land, right
No.
below.
Wait, no,
So-
no. Put the D4 on top of a D20
I mean,
because we don't potentially know how far it goes.
That's true.
That's true. Roll.
But it's just a weird hack
Yeah, that
because
doesn't
the
make any
base
sense.
of a D4 is so much bigger than the base of a
yeah,
D4.
yeah.
But we ended our session almost immediately after the discovery of this hidden passageway, working our way to the much wider stairs that lead down below. The area below looking no immediately darker than that we've explored so far, still looking like it's lit by torchlight. Down a flight of stairs about 10 feet wide that are leading down maybe 15, 20 feet. This isn't a massive staircase descending infinitely into the darkness by any means here. Simply to a level hidden reasonable distance below the first one. And as we had stopped right there at that passageway, I suppose we will commence today by asking, what are you doing as you head down these stairs?
I think Trishik should. That just looks like a place where there should be a trap, doesn't it?
Is very likely.
Could you check? I don't want to get lit on fire today.
Is not
Check
the
with his
problem.
face.
It worked really well
It worked
last
really
time.
well last time.
Yeah, as far as they know,
I
the
can't-
trap was
Dude,
I
disabled.
can't argue that. He did a
Dude.
great job of tanking the trap.
He was a hero.
With
he
his
is the
entire
best
body.
of all of us.
Like he was like half melted when he came back down. We were just like, he's so
He's
beautiful.
so beautiful.
So noble.
Trishik, the best of us all.
The best of us.
Are you, Trishik, you absolutely could proceed
Yeah.
down
Sneaky,
here, sneaking
seeky.
by yourself to go see at
Sneaky.
least what waits at the lower level. So as you work your way down the stairs, which fortunately are wide enough to give you plenty of space to skitter down the angled ceiling.
Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Horrifying monster that you are.
It's okay. No one can see
Unseen,
him.
horrifying monster.
Even worse.
The stairs open up maybe about 15 feet down, leaving a pretty large gap between the two floors. But the lower landing, where the stairs terminate at the actual floor below, is a good distance further. This chamber it leads down to is a much, much larger one, with huge vaulted ceilings held up by 4 stout columns placed throughout the corners of the room. It looks less to be one of the small chambers of the pyramid that you've seen so far, and more like a massive antechamber of a much, much larger complex. And you get the sense, just looking at this immediately, that, the Red Pyramid and an iceberg might have a lot in common, just based on the sense of scale here. This room is dozens of feet wide, and even more so long, stretching 70, 80 feet back to an intersection that you can't even really tell how many different hallways diverge off of at the far end. You can see at least one coming out of the far wall, and it looks like 2 more run parallel to the back wall of the chamber. But the room itself is a bit of an odd shape. In between each set of 2 columns to either side, the walls are not straight. They bow out at a secondary right angle, juxtaposed with the normal corners of the room, kind of making the shape of it almost an octagonal star.
So this room was designed to mess with people who have OCD.
Like playing on square grids.
Like saying bow instead of bow, because bow
It
is something
is-
you do, and bow is
It
something
is a
that
pretty
objects
difficult
do.
room to describe the shape of verbally. I will say at least that much.
It has
It's-
2 little cubby corners.
It kind of does on either side. It has 2 more angular corners just extending out again. The walls angling 45 degrees in to make more right-angled corners, but again offset from the corners of the room itself. And inlaid into the floor is a squared panel that has corners in these 2 offset corners, and then angles off again offset completely from the shape of the room alongside the fronts and backs of these sets of columns to form another corner just in front of the base of the stairs and one more at the back hall. And this plate in the ground is not stone. It is a massive sheet of brownish metal, brass, or bronze, perhaps, inlaid almost entirely. And this thing is 50 by 50. It's most of the floor of the room, with all kinds of wide, spiraling sigils and rings of arcane runes set throughout. Sort of juxtaposed with that, strangely, the walls of the room itself and the rest of the stone floor around that are near barren, making the chamber appear quite empty, save for the two clearly visible guards that you can see at the far end that are standing on this bronze plate. So it's not like a massive pressure plate or anything. It would be hilariously oversized if it were. They are clearly standing on it, just inside the back lip in front of one of the pillars. A man and a woman, kitted much like many of the Triad members you've seen before. Leather armors cladded around the sigil of the Triad emblazoned on one shoulder. A set of manacles on their belts at each side. Each of them, the man in front with a scimitar drawn, and what looks like a short, almost billy club in his other hand. The woman behind him, her hand on her scimitar, and both of them kind of looking towards the stairwell.
They're not locked in a passionate embrace?
The question is, do they see you? And the answer is no, they don't.
I was kind of hoping that he
But
was
they-
walking in on a romantic
Clearly,
scene.
the stairwell is not large enough to have muted either the sound of, giant armor woman and this guy tromping around up there, or the grating stone of the statue is that
The
whole...
Dirge of
Or
Doom.
the
The
Dirge of Doom.
Man
All right,
going
you're
down the
constantly
stairs.
playing Dirge of Doom. Are you doing that while he's sneaking down the stairs?
Yeah. It's not coming down the stairs.
Well, they definitely hear the trumpet then.
He's
So-
just
What
staying
the
at the
hell
top
is
of the
So
stairs.
well, they have not
eerie.
noticed you yet. They are clearly watching the stairs, like
Going straight up to the ceiling, going directly over them,
the-
marking the female
the
for
opening.
death.
Yeah, the opening of the stairwell here pretty much is at the ceiling, and as they're kind of seeking that direction, it is almost inevitable. If you continue into the room, they will see you because, like, functionally, they are making a perception check,
Yeah.
round by round by round. Is there a range on Mark for death?
No. I
Okay.
just have to be able to perceive you.
How
So-
tall is the ceiling?
It's probably about 20 feet up from the floor.
Yeah. No, so this is where I get to finally do the thing that I've wanted to do forever ago, where large True Sheik from the ceiling reaches down 20 feet, picks someone up, and they disappear into the darkness.
So as you get your position above the two of them, as they're still watching the stairs and haven't seen you skitter across the ceiling like the giant lizard demon that
You are so freaking
Such a
creepy.
monster.
This is a really weird shaped room.
I take it you are going to attempt to assassinate her.
As soon as everyone comes into view, she's getting plucked.
They're
and
not coming. They're waiting for you.
No, I'm gonna
scouting for traps.
tell
Hey, oh,
them.
yeah.
Oh, you the telepathic thing.
Yeah,
Right. I
because
forgot
I-
about that. Either way.
Oh, he actually does it in a British accent now, kind of like it's like, a documentary. That
Yeah.
way I'm amused.
I'm going to tell them to come on down. I'm in position and ready. There's only two.
Roisin, go for it. You first.
So what are you doing as you come down the stairs?
Right.
You're obviously playing your freaking trumpet.
I'm keeping my shield up in case the walls and ceilings sprout more needles.
Actually changing the song. I'm going to be practicing Roshin's part of our theme song. It's going to be a little bit faster. I'm just constantly casting Allegro targeting Roshin.
Okay, she's got some speed. Have a resume.
I'm gonna be searching just in case
Aha!
That's my Allegro.
that happened. Just
That's
in case that
Allegro.
happened.
That's
Can I
your,
get a roll?
That's your searching noise.
Can I get a roll?
So, and you, Marshall, are
Glitch in the Matrix. You detect it.
Stop.
Rah!
scouting. He just wants to fight somebody. So I assume Roshin's coming down the stairs first.
Correct.
It's a pretty wide berth.
Yeah.
With the slappy lads in the back, of course.
Can I do it now?
We are
So-
not the slappy lads.
As they come down the stairs,
Because I can hear him coming.
yeah, you can do it now.
You can hear us coming.
Man, this was such a funny interaction. Oh well, we'll do this one instead. Give me roll initiative, everybody, because Trishik's going.
Ah, yes.
Whoop.
That makes total sense. Oh, baby.
Wait, do you want
I'm
that to
ready.
be my initiative roll or my assassinate?
We're rolling your initiative first because, like,
Okay.
you're starting to clearly.
They're the same
yeet
roll,
somebody
but-
who's- oh, well, fair enough. You're clearly going to yeet somebody who's very ready. So you're rolling initiative, and then your assassinating on your turn in initiative. You don't get
Okay.
a free assassinate before the fight starts.
That is fair.
Okay. So Guy, we'll
They might still get to do their interaction.
Keyword.
Guy
might.
got a 29.
Never mind.
Well, he's not the one you're trying to assassinate.
Girl got a 39.
No, okay.
Trishik?
42.
Yeah, okay. Marshall?
35.
In the middle here. Resume?
46.
Rasheen?
Oh boy.
27.
You're going to
Holy
walk
crap,
in the
you
room.
lost to the guy?
I rolled a
wow.
1.
I rolled a 4, so that's about the difference
There
to the
you
two
go.
of you. Rez?
36.
You
Above me.
Above
are
Marshall.
here, yes.
I'm always before Marshall.
You get to walk in the room and see a lady disappear.
All right.
I mean, that's no, welcome to my life.
So as you're coming down the stairs here, you're coming into view. Move them down a little bit further, because this will be starting since you're winning initiative here. Trishik would be going as the group is coming into view, and Roisin and Marshall in front of you. You would see this same room I described to Trishik before, with these two guards standing near the back, and you wouldn't see Trishik, but you would know the horrible things that are about to happen. And the woman, as Rosine approaches, shield raised, he would call out, "Ha! I told you it'd be the heroes of Breach Hill."
Resume gets really
The guy in
excited.
front with the scimitar out. Fair enough. Looks like I owe you a drink.
Looks like what?
I owe you a drink.
I owe you a drink.
We took bets.
Resume.
There will be no.
The first thing I'd like to do is recall knowledge about what I can see from the bronze plate. It's sitting there and it looks really bizarre in this space.
Okay.
Knowledge engineering?
Do you have that?
I can.
Oh, I was like, you have lore engineering for some reason? Fair enough. Let me see. Give me...
It's a wizard tower.
Here's a wizard tower. Hey, you just came through a secret door. Yeah, give me... That'd be society, probably, realistically, would be normal lore engineering, unless you want to ancestral memories lore engineering. Those are your options.
I mean,
suppose.
society is fine. If it's not Arcana or one of those things.
Well, are you what are you looking at? I thought you were...
So-
what are you wanting?
So I'm looking to see if there's any significance to it that is magical,
Okay,
religious,
then
or
roll me Arcana then, for sure. I thought you were looking to see, like, is it a trap? Is it going to blow up? Is it
No,
gonna
I
slam
was
us into the
figuring
ceiling?
Trishik had that one
Fair
covered.
enough.
Well, that is going to be a...
You've got hero points.
You know what? You're right. I never get to roll dice.
Actually, you don't roll
to
a lot of
hell
stuff.
with this.
You make
Same.
other people roll stuff. Other people being me.
I'm doing it. Ha! 1. Value
Value.
added.
Well, you can't critically fail. So,
What'd you get?
Sorry. I got really 30.
as you look at it, the runes throughout this, I mean, it does look
32.
something similar. I mean, obviously, it looks like they're some variety of magical in nature, quite possibly arcane, but they are so old that, like, at a glance, as you come into this room, you can't possibly divine if they are even actual magical runes that would have some kind of effect, or if they are just a similar-looking ancient script, almost like what you would write, like the text of a spell in a spell book. Like, nothing's going to happen with the page of the spell book if you do anything. It's that same kind of sigil and magical iconography. You can't make that distinction with how ancient they are just walking into the room and glancing at them.
All right. I guess this'll work too. Resume will cast out with her visage, and her visage will warp into that of a crazed monster as it flares toward the two. That's gonna be fear.
It just goes, bah.
Is that reach fear?
Yep. No, actually, I don't even think it needs to be reach fear. I think fear's 60 feet.
30 feet.
I'm
It's
pretty
30?
sure it's 30.
30
Yeah.
feet. I'm looking at the card right
Yeah,
here.
you definitely cannot reach them with a fear spell from there.
Okay,
Fear's on
well
top
then
of
I'll
my
use all
stack.
3 actions. That's fine.
You use
recalled
an
knowledge.
action.
You got 2.
Or wait, were you recalling knowledge already?
She was seeking.
I was seeking.
Okay. So you used an
If
action.
but if it was a magical analysis, I get that for free.
Sure. Okay.
Like, if I'm
reach through
actually analyzing something for magic, like, that's actually something I get for free.
Oh.
What is your will save, lads? We call that bad. The guys with swords have bad will saves? Unbelievable.
No, that's not possible.
29 and 32. I'm pretty sure they're
Fail and
both
fail.
Titans too now.
They are indeed.
Oh, that drops their. That drops their AC for the assassinate.
It does.
Flat-footed, frightened 2.
Trishik,
I figured Trishik would enjoy that.
as this spell comes out, and you see both of them kind of shudder back a little bit from this, the one almost backing into the pillar, she calls out towards the party. This magic won't help you, you know. The floor here is enchanted with occult wards. We're invincible while we stand on it.
Yeah.
He's standing on it for very long.
Those aren't occult words.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Oh god.
That's a 14. That's a 45.
They're flat-footed and frightened too, which stack because there's a circumstance and a status. That's absolutely going to critically succeed.
Ugh.
Roll me a fortitude save.
This is the good stat.
That is their good save.
Is it?
Yeah, they have swords.
They got like clubs and
Oh,
scimitars.
clubs. I didn't. That's right. They have clubs. Clubs are swords.
The
They're
guy in front
fortitude.
is dual-wielding club scimitar.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. If it was 2 daggers, it'd be reflex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
43 because they're frightened too.
So they take half damage.
It's one step worse because you critically succeeded, right?
True, it's full damage.
So I think that's a failure because they succeeded.
Yes.
So she's getting a little stabbed. Well, it's
This-
more than a little. I think we passed a little stabbed with what's happening here.
Grabs her
So-
head.
This is the assassinate. 8, 13, 25, 28 from the assassinate.
Youch.
Are they lawful? I assume no.
Yes.
I'm going to put all these down.
I don't know why you guys don't think the Scarlet Triad is lawful.
I get to roll this for the assassinate.
Yes. Oh, you get to anarchy.
Oh my god. Be a 6.
That's
5.
a 5. That counts.
Doubles. Maximum.
Maximum damage.
Everything's max.
Okay, so assassinate is 66.
Oh my god.
And my,
36.
my base is 9d6 plus 12.
So 54 and 36 is 90? Because it's... Yes, 90? Yeah, it's 90.
Plus
so
12.
Ah.
plus 12 is 102.
204 damage.
They get double the assassinate on a regular failure?
No, it's a crit.
It's a critical hit normally.
Does that double the assassinate damage too?
Yes. It's precision damage.
What does this save for?
The save is for the instant death. It's a basic save. Instant death on a critical fail, half damage on a success, no damage on a...
But okay, but it is just adding damage. So
Yeah.
200. Yeah, she's dead. So what do you do?
I pluck her, and she is gone.
Blood just pours from the ceiling.
You are so creepy.
She's not on the floor anymore. So yeah, that's so much for their cult protection, and not even with an opportunity to make a sound here. She was the one in the back. Not even with an opportunity to make a sound there. She vanishes up to the ceiling, replaced with a fine spray of blood as the guy kind of turns around and just sees a surprisingly kind of small blood spray across the ground behind him.
Then you're just gonna hear
Just turns back.
you're gonna hear a slow whooshing as the body is tossed down into the middle of the room, and I disappear as I sneak away.
Why are you like this?
Oh my god. Roshin, what the heck is that?
I think that's our friend.
Friends is strong.
I'm so proud.
Resume shouldn't have less than 2 hero points in your
Aw,
time. Loopy
thank
character's got one
you.
for you.
So that is what I would like to call the Gengar maneuver. Pulled into the darkness and murdered.
Raz.
Rez hits a note, a sour note, when he sees that.
Rush
Raz music stops.
Raz hits the brown note.
Well, what if I mix? And he starts playing 2 different songs at the same time, just note after note. He's gonna multicast Allegro on both these guys.
Oh.
Nice.
Just harmonize Allegro twice. It's really fast. It's very hard to keep track of. Doesn't even sound like music anymore. It's just dynamic.
Marshall, you are quickened 1. It's your turn. Good
All right. Well. So, that's the body, right? Of
Yes.
The, of the,
Yeah, the one next to
very-
Trishik on the map, the further one back, is the guy who is still there with the sword and the club.
I look at Roshin. You mind if I take this one?
After you.
I'm just gonna squeeze around Roshin
Pardon me,
here.
excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
It'd take you 2 strides to get there, which would leave you to... because you're 25, right?
30.
You're 30?
Boots.
Oh, wow. You could flank him.
You could actually get like in between the 2 pillars with 1 stride. So if you're planning on giga marshalling, it'd be 1 further than that even. Diagonally. If you're planning on giga marshalling, you could just get there in 1 action.
If the room's big enough.
But it's 20-foot ceiling. It's absolutely big enough.
I don't think it's flanking because he doesn't know I'm there.
Oh, that's...
That's actually true, yeah. He's
Yeah.
not flat-footed because
Well,
you're not threatening him.
doesn't matter. I'm like, well.
He's still frightened too.
I think he's a
Mega
little more
marshalling.
frightened.
Let's do this.
So as you get huge and you grow up, he sees you grow in front of him. He kind of shrinks down. He's got the scimitar and the club, and he holds the scimitar towards you. The floor makes me invincible. The floor makes me invincible.
Bonk.
The floor does not make him invincible.
See, the problem is his feet came off the floor when he got hit by its truck.
Does a 39 hit?
39 absolutely hits, yes.
You should invest in the shield.
Let's see. That'll be some D12s and a D6 of sound damage.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, dude. All right, so that's 29 plus 4. So that's 33 plus 25. So that's 58.
Good bonk. It's a
And-
solid bonk.
Does the floor make him invincible?
The floor does not appear to make him invincible, no. You're in rectangle mode right now?
Big red.
Oh, big red? Oh, you said box. I was thinking. Well,
Sorry.
as you slash him with this X, and he kind of goes with the
My bad,
scimitar to try to parry it a bit. It's just huge. He has no chance. This catches him, spray of blood across the back of the room, and he staggers backwards and kind of coughs a bit. Doesn't do anything.
And let's see, I stride.
You got 1 left. 'Cause you're a leg red.
Beauty human.
I think he had to turn the floor on first.
I'm gonna redeem this here hero point because a 5 is unacceptable.
Smash the man.
We don't accept 5s.
There's a big on-off switch in the corner. They forgot to flip it.
Well, it went
That's a
into a
backwards
2,
5.
so that's less than 20. Or no, wait, sorry. That's -5.
I'm sure you're not gonna.
Yeah,
hit
it's not
on
gonna
on
hit.
a 2 on the die. on
But
your second
it sends
attack.
a message.
What is the total though?
What's the total? Oh, it's hold on, give me a second.
Oh.
28.
28.
Yeah.
The second one, now that he's suddenly much more invested in trying to protect himself, he dodges entirely out of the way. And you can see a bit of panic in this man's eyes here as he steps up to you. This scimitar and this little club. He can't reach most of you. He's a fairly large guy, but you are freaking enormous.
He can reach my ankle.
And just raises the
gonna bite
scimitar
it.
to strike up towards you.
Should
And
we
just-
bother with a token for this guy, by the way?
I mean, that doesn't- he lived long enough. He got to his turn. He gets a token.
He gets a token.
Good
For
job,
now.
Sheik.
He's frightened too. He's gonna swing up at you with the scimitar for a 38.
That's a regular hit.
Did it.
So
So proud of
you're
him.
big and terrifying, but I mean, you're a very large target. He can at the very least hit you with his scimitar. And he's
Bonk.
gonna
Oh, hold on.
do his best.
Summator.
You're going to take 24 points of slashing damage, which he will visibly see has virtually no effect on you whatsoever, as his blade just kind of grazes across you.
You said 23?
24.
24, sorry.
And as he cuts that across, but does at least see that it hits, he pulls his other hand with a club in it as far back as he can, and literally almost spinning with the momentum from the scimitar strike, launches himself up at you, like David and Goliath with this little stick in his hand.
He's trying.
Guess who has resistance to bludgeoning?
It's you.
If you
47.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Fortification rune.
He's
It doesn't work.
he's sending it. The most
That got
dangerous
stuck.
The most dangerous animal
Well,
is a
I rolled
cornered
an 18,
animal.
so
He rolled an 18,
Oh,
but it got stuck.
Wait,
so
18 works, doesn't
did it work or did
yes,
it not work?
I mean,
He
it
said
did,
the crit didn't work.
the crit didn't work.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's
yeah,
right, the
we need to
rune
be
didn't
much
work.
more
I'm
clear.
sorry. My
okay.
phrasing was off. My apologies.
Okay,
people.
okay.
So it is not a crit. He's
It
going
is
to
not a
hit you
crit.
normally.
Yes.
But
It's
is
that
this
bludgeoning resistance.
as this connects, as he flings himself and does not get the crit, he does still get a pretty resounding blow. You're very large, but this guy is also impressively strong when he is in the absolute panic of fighting for his life in 3 seconds. And putting as much of his force into this as he could possibly muster. 47 points of bludgeoning damage. That was
So-
not a crit.
Nice.
So minus 9, so that's 38.
38 points of bludgeoning damage. And as this hits you, you're in here. You're in martial mode. You're, haha, this puny man. His friend is already gone. He's got nothing. And this catches you off guard. Just the sheer force of the blow. It's almost staggering. Enough so that you are enfeebled 2.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, you make fun of him.
Shouldn't do that.
I've learned a very valuable lesson. Don't
And as
make
he
fun of
hits
enemies.
and sees Marshall kind of reel from this. I don't need the floor. I don't need the floor. Just like motivating himself here.
A real boy.
Rasheen.
All right.
Until my turn
And
comes
he's
along.
frightened 1 now.
He is.
He's getting better.
He's getting better. So Roshin is going to, let's see here. Let's activate Athletic Rush. So her feet are going to blaze with crimson energy as she runs quickly across the floor. But a Allegro stride and a regular stride will get me behind him.
There you go.
And I'll give him a berth, just a wide berth, just in case, because I have the extra movement. I don't know if he has attack of opportunity or not.
As he sees you come in, he kind of positions himself defensively, but doesn't make any kind of a move to interrupt you as you come through.
Perfect.
He starts crabbing it.
2 actions left. First one is going to be Scared to Death.
Might as well be.
Why are you such a bad?
Whisper in his ear.
Oh, it's only a 7 on the die, so probably not. Probably just some extra fright in there. Let's see. That's going to go to a 41.
41 will succeed.
So he's
He's
frightened.
not that low.
Frightened 2.
Back to frightened 2.
Yep.
He got to be frightened 1 for the amount of time between the end of his turn and the beginning of yours.
My die is not behaving itself. I'm going to go let it rest for a little bit. I'll put it back there.
Your dice metaphysics.
That's a 34 flanking frightened 2.
34 will absolutely hit flanking frightened 2.
I'm assuming the good damage is going to work on him.
Yes.
Alrighty. So that's pretty solid. Decent. 15, 16, 17, 18. 24 points of slashing and good damage.
Solid hit.
And that's my turn.
So, at the top of the round here, the smear of blood on the floor that was once this guy's partner has all been forgotten, and is maybe even the end of it a bit smeared across the ground from the footsteps of this man as he fights for his life to single-handedly stop the heroes of Breach Hill with a sword and a stick, which is going admirably, but not great for him. But in a flash, you see a shimmer of energy pulse out from this blood across the bronze plate as the arcane glyphs throughout the floor ignite with a red light. Magic emanates out from them, coalescing in the center of the room, in the form of something that almost at first is reminiscent of your old friend Zader, but her arms fanning out to 3 pairs, each wielding a long curved falchion.
Aren't I in the middle of the room?
She's like kind of right in front of you, basically.
okay.
Her standing up tall with the lower half of a coiled snake, a shining breastplate of a clearly ancient make adorning her chest and her red hair flying. Manifesting from the red light of the floor,
Would that
Player
trigger?
3 has entered the fight.
Look at her.
Player 3 doesn't know I exist yet.
Player 3 has no idea you're here.
Would that trigger my attack?
Absolutely not. No.
I'm gonna get to assassinate twice
No,
in
You
one
can take a
fight.
swing at it as it's trying to appear, but it's not corporeal until
Oh,
it is.
okay. Never mind.
Never
mind.
Is that a magical effect that can be identified, or is that just
What
a...
did you get? You got 42, Drashik?
Yes.
So did she. Oh, it's... For what purpose?
just knowing if this thing is the last thing that's going to appear, or if other stuff is going to
Well, the
appear on
floor
this
appears
plate.
to be ignited and active now.
Okay.
You, with your arcane knowledge, no roll is required to tell that whatever latent magic is within this bronze plate was brought about by the blood sprayed across it.
Okay, gotcha.
And it has summoned this thing into the chamber. And as it appears, the guy who's left, the Scarlet Triad Enforcer, is watching just as confused and horrified as you are, as this giant snake demon appears next to him wielding half of a dozen curved swords. And he kind of opens his guard, trying to protect himself from 3 directions now. Resme.
Resume's gonna take a look at that and take a look at this guy and realize that it is possible that, much like the docent, this is literally just a guy that was guarding this passage.
Well, he hit Marshall pretty freaking hard, so...
Be a really good guard.
And
a promotion if he doesn't die. He will.
Posthumous
Almost certainly. Yeah.
she's really not all about just randomly killing this guy. So I'm gonna come forward into the room around Raz a little bit so I can get a better glimpse of the new monster.
Come down the bottom of the stairs. Get a little bit, just scoot in front of him, a little bit more vision here.
All right, so what is this thing?
This is a religion check.
Okay. We're gonna make that Arcana.
Yeah, universal, right?
For magic, right? Not for creatures.
Doesn't matter. I can use it for anything.
All right, well, Arcana then. Then yes.
Oh, wow.
That's a 19. Plus 29 is a 48.
That will critically succeed. That is a pride demon. In common parlance, known as a Marilith. They are the upper echelon of demons. They are one of the most powerful, highest-ranking demons of the Abyss. They are commanders and warriors unparalleled in both. Fully capable of bringing all 6 of those swords to bear in an absolutely hellish display that could decimate a standard army in seconds. Nearly unstoppable in toe-to-toe combat. They are also, as all demons, quite competent with magic as well. Being close to this thing is not advised, but you would know that being a demon, it is weak to good or cold iron. Beyond that, the one thing you have kind of going for you is at least pride demons, and most demons in general really aren't natively resistant to much of anything save for magic in general.
That's a really powerful demon. Hit it with good if you got it, stay the hell out of its way, and take the damn thing seriously.
And that is even for you guys, that is a powerful demon.
Yeah, no, like, she sounds freaked out when she says that.
Oh boy.
Do you have me showing hero points?
And then, you will all...
I dropped a coin, maybe.
And then
I have
with
0.
And then with my last
might have dropped it.
action, you will all get a vision of what her next action is going to be. You'll see after effects of what she's about to do with her claws, and you'll be able to anticipate and slip your daggers in at the right angle. So I'm giving you guys a true sight.
Oh, nice.
Sorry,
True target.
Alrighty. And as you cast a spell from the doorway,
Aw.
her gaze slides from Roshin and the man to Marshall. She seems to regard all of you equally. It seems clear to everybody who can perceive her and the Scarlet Triad guy that neither of them is aware of the other one. They are not on this. This is player 3 has entered the battle.
Okie dokie.
They are not friends. He is equally trying to protect himself from the Marilith as he is you guys. And she is equally regarding him as an opponent as she is you. But she turns at Resme's magic and kind of pulls 4 of her swords down defensively in front of her and puts 2 of her hands back and twirl them as she incasts Fermobice. And that will provoke.
I'm going to redeem the hero point that I just received from Mr. Jake the
Jake the
Impaler.
Impaler. Oh, well, just here's the box. I'm gonna hand it to you. You're gonna look at it, sigh, and hand it back to me. Thank you. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake. Much better.
Nice.
Still -2 because I'm enfeebled, so that's going to be 42.
42, as you crash down, the 4 swords she has in front of her catch the blade of your axe, and you just barely push through. 42 just hits.
Whoa.
Now we know the DC, guys. All right.
If that's a spell, I get a free reaction to try to identify it.
It is absolutely a spell. Go ahead. But I think it's you can feel free to roll. But if you still want me to tell you after it resolves, I will let me know.
52.
52 points of damage, and then just slam into her, and she will take all
gotcha.
of that. And as the incantation finishes, as she reels back, these 2 backhands spin the blades around, and you see phantom emanations of these swords multiply, like almost like every quarter second she's leaving an after image of where the blades were, and then all at once they fly forward through Marshall, forming a massive floor-to-ceiling barricade, bisecting the room just in front of the first set of pillars, filling it with whirling incorporeal blades.
Wall of blades.
Got it.
This is blade barrier, and Marshall, you are going to make a reflex save.
Oh, boy.
You're great at those. What's the old boy?
Yeah, fantastic.
I mean, for you, a reflex save is a reflex
It
save.
just sucks him in, and he
29.
gets spit out his mincemeat on the other side.
Okay, that's going to critically fail. You are going to get absolutely ravaged by the dozens of spectral blades that have emanated out around you. And then you may choose. You can either it's basically going right through you. It's a little like 10 feet in front of the pillars. So you can either get shunted back towards Resme or kind of around to the other side of her from the Scarlet guy, because you can't stand in it. It's going to force you out one direction or the other.
Oh, so like I can choose right now, or
Yeah, you're choosing right now because you can't stand.
I'm
in
gonna.
it.
Move
Okay,
a
yeah,
little
just
bit
put him
to
in the
other
opposite
side.
corner from
Yeah,
So I'm doing math real quick.
because even Marshall's like, nope. I know better than this.
I'm gonna be missing a leg after this one.
That's okay. I'll just put it there.
Potato it back.
I'll just potato it back. No worries. Just a flesh wound.
Do we get the dreaded 3 handfuls of dice this time?
Don't scare me like that.
You are going to take 110 points of slashing damage.
Oh, come on, that's like nothing.
Marshall's not
sweating.
looking too great, but
Now, this wall is bisecting the chamber, separating Roshin and Raz. And it looks, from all of the slashing and Marshall tumbling out of it as quickly as possible, to be very solid and is obscuring your view of the battle that is ongoing here. Trishik.
All the marshals on that side.
And while you're getting to your turn here, Roshin,
My turn's done. Mark for death.
that one.
I have a new target.
From one Roshin to another, carry the will of Milani, or whoever gives you your powers. 4 through the pyramid. 11, 16.
We'll go with Milani because I don't really know who the other guy is, but
yellow fungus guy.
Yellow fungus.
If you
guy.
want your red die back, it's right there.
you know what? It can sit in vacation right now. It's in pet vacation.
Thinking about what it did.
Yeah.
Gladiatorial combat. Raz is a little baffled. I'm gonna walk
here.
forward to the edge of the hall. You guys,
This is not a wall of force. It is a very visible barrier
very
of blades.
visible,
So,
that's-
like, you can see exactly where it is.
how far away is Marshall from me?
Did your
10,
turn
15,
happen?
so about 30 feet.
Mark for death.
30 feet. I can see Marshall, right?
You can see him. It's not like a solid wall. It's
Okay.
definitely obscuring.
me
Like they
bonuses.
would both be obscured and have cover from you. But you can see through these whirling.
I'd rather
It's just like a bunch of interlocking images of her
Mr.
falchion spinning through each other.
Mr. Marshall, are you okay over there?
I could be a lot better.
Cool, you're
Looks
fine.
like he just kind of went through a wood chipper.
I thought I was the lumberjack.
I'm gonna sing him a song of his people, a dwarvish lullaby or a dwarvish drinking song. They're all the
The
same.
same thing, really.
They're all the same thing.
So a drinking song. Got it.
Dwarven parents put their kids to sleep with whiskey.
6th level soothe coming his way
And a nice shot of whiskey.
Strong.
Strong shot of whiskey.
I have to
You're
roll.
well on your way.
for concealment against him.
Nah, you don't know.
Yeah, he's towering. How tall is the wall?
It's
20
floor to
feet.
ceiling,
Ugh.
20 feet high.
So I'm literally taking up the ceiling.
No, you'll have to roll for concealment. You're okay there.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna roll some.
Have to look at blade barrier again.
If I can find
Kinda
all
hard
my
not to
D10s.
Blade barriers.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's neat.
I mean, I guess
It's
when
good for
when-
hurting and
it's-
not so
it's-
good for blocking.
It's a much better NPC spell.
Yeah.
It's much more useful at dividing the party than it is anything you guys are generally going to do with it.
Besides, all of her world is swords. That's all she knows.
24.
She has a lot of
She
swords.
has a lot of them.
4 times 6 is 24. 24. So 34 plus, or 29 plus 30 math.
63?
That sounds right.
63.
I'll take it.
And
Thank
now
you.
you have a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects for the duration.
Woo!
For the
Doesn't
next-
feel like they're going to be doing a whole lot of
For
those.
the next minute, if they
But
try
you-
to get it at you.
But you have it, and that's what
Getting
counts.
value.
Much appreciated, Raz.
Marshall.
Oh boy. Well, like any good boss, I would imagine it has AOO. So, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to psych up, get some temp HP because that seems smart. Smart. So smart. So 6 plus. I keep forgetting my Constitution's a +6 now, and not a +5.
You got the big numbers.
Yeah, we're getting into big numbers. Okay, so that would be +14. Okay. And then it's a big snake lady.
That's a pretty large snake. I mean, you're bigger.
I mean, I'm
You're
bigger, but it's still a big snake
But she's
lady.
a pretty big snake lady. This is the opposite style. Zader's snake is up here. Her snake is down there.
Okay.
That just sounds really crude.
All right. Well, when in doubt,
I said what I said.
when in doubt, I'm going to attempt to scare her to death.
Okay.
Might as well. Worst case scenario, she gets feared.
Yeah, frightened is a very good condition. Like, you're probably not going to kill her. But,
What was that worst case condition you were talking about?
it's still frightened one enough.
I mean, it's a 39.
39
It's probably a fail.
will critically fail.
So it does nothing to her.
She is not afraid.
Okay. Well, we tried with that. All right, next.
I mean, you,
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm still.
You are not still hasted.
Oh, I'm not.
no, but you do get to roll
It's
twice on
one
this
round.
attack and pick the highest
That's
one.
true.
That's good.
All right. Well, that's all I needed. I'm gonna roll 2 d20.
And if she has concealment, she doesn't anymore.
She does not.
I'm gonna take the 17 out of that.
That's
Although they are both
probably
pretty
wise.
good rolls.
Guys
One's
would
a
also
15
do
and
that.
one's a 17, so that's pretty good. But I'm definitely gonna take the 17 out of that roll, and that's going to be.
Rasheen is behind her. She is flanked.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a 47.
That will hit.
Hitting's what matters. I see a
That's-
12 on there,
that's
so
nice.
that's good.
12 and a 1.
Well,
Average.
that is going to be 42 if my math is correct.
Okay.
Math is hard.
I mean,
That's at least a bomb.
there's like a 30%
Math is
chance
hard.
it's right.
We have this guy here who
I have the people kind of throws me off in all honesty.
pauses.
No, that's hard.
Yeah, you got extra math from people.
There's a nice friendly corner over there if you want to sit in it.
Pauses for a moment.
Would you like to leave?
Marilith's attention seems to be largely focused on the humongous axe opponent that she's currently brawling with, and not so much towards him. So, as you talk to him, he turns around to you, just kind of grits his teeth, makes exactly that noise, and just swings down with a scimitar towards Machine.
Reactive shield. Throw that shield in the way.
Still frightened too.
Good job.
It'll be a 36.
36. She just clangs it off to the side.
And then he follows it up by bringing the sap in as well. for a 39.
39. She's gonna punch that out of the way too.
Kind of
Nice.
beats both those off you.
Are you serious?
He's gonna step around you to be almost directly underneath Trishik and kind of putting you in between him and the giant demon.
Kind of, or really?
Well, he's only got a step, so
Oh,
he's
okay, so
stepping. He's
not
not
actually.
insane.
He's very
Yeah.
concerned about things hitting him in the back. when
But
he
he
moves.
is intelligent. He's like he clearly seems fairly confident, even though he's very shaken right now. Roshin.
All right. I don't want to waste this true target opportunity. Let's see if she's got AOO. I'm about to find out. So with a quick gesture, pulling it down. Krogakt for a quickened heroism.
And as you cast, her left side pivots and 3 swords come down your direction.
Reactive shield.
You already. Oh, yeah, it's a different turn.
Different
so
turn.
you do it.
Roshin is constantly throwing her fist up in the air.
Reactive shield the other way. You're not gonna like this.
Is it like a 57?
It's a 55.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
55 to hit.
that's a critical, and that'll make me lose the
That's
spell,
gonna knock
probably.
the
or
spell.
maybe.
That's just an attack of opportunity baseline thing.
Okay.
That is going to knock the spell out of your hand as you attempt to manifest it. Again,
Is the
this-
spell you're using manipulate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This-
me quickening it doesn't make it lose traits.
Okay.
this
This is only one action.
this demon is exceptionally skilled, which is immediately apparent even just the first seconds of her arriving. As she seems to have, even though she just manifested from nowhere, analyzed and understand the situation in the battlefield in an instant and has adapted to it. You are going to take
Wait, make a roll again.
56 points of slashing damage.
Oh, yeah, you would have had to have called that. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, make a roll again.
56 points of slashing damage. We're a little late on that.
Yeah,
I'm
a
sorry.
little late on that.
Sorry,
We'll
I
get it next time.
forgot about
Rewinding.
it.
This goes to 46.
2 actions left, I believe that was quickened.
46. Sorry, taking down
Math.
Hey,
math.
Nick.
Thing is,
Numbers.
We're at 17
Interestingly
now.
enough, you shouting things at me doesn't make me do it faster. I'm just going to do a minus 46, and I'll come back to it later.
We're 17 now. That happens.
The kind of reeling from that. All right, then. And just spin the sword around and just do a horizontal slash through her. Or at least hope to. We'll see how this works out.
Hit the demon.
Hit the demon with the sword. I'll take the 18.
Probably good.
18 plus, I'm at level 1 curse, so that's going to go to no extra bonus. All right, so it's 46.
46 will hit.
And good
If
damage.
it doesn't, probably go home. You could definitely get good damage on the
good
demon.
damage on the demon.
In fact,
so-
she's weak to it.
Hey, that's great. 15.
Now you're the main target.
I said so.
26. 28 slashing and good damage.
All right, and you feel like with this strike here, you almost deal double as the light from your sword's holy rune sears through the Marilith, even as it's not a great connection. She's got 3 arms, like basically you almost feel like you're fighting 3 different people with how competently she can maneuver each weapon towards you and towards Marshall. She doesn't seem to be bothered at all. But even just the barest strike flashes this holy light across her flesh, and she recoils her whole side back in pain.
Nice.
Resme.
I got 1 action left.
Oh, you do have 1 action. That was just a...
Yeah, and actually I wasn't...
Yeah, you just did magic and swing. Yeah, you
yeah,
got
magic and swing. I'm just going to swing at her again. I might get lucky. That's a 17 on the die. Goes to a 12. Goes to a 40.
40 will not hit. 40 she
Flanking.
will deflect.
Yep.
Well, flanking! You will hit her with flanking! You will marshal
More
with
good
flanking.
damage.
You're welcome.
We're in there. Hit her with the holy light. Whee.
Boom.
Hit him again.
Let's see here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 good in slashing.
Ooh, that's almost outright doubled.
Yep.
And as you land another good blow, this side of her literally looks more injured than where Marshall has landed his massive swings with the axes. But that said, she is not even close to coming down. It's going to take a little more than a couple of singes of good energy to stop this. Resme.
Resme knows what's over on the other side of the wall, right?
Yeah,
like,
you can see it's not it's a bunch of spinning swords. Like you can see what's going on back there. It's just somewhat hidden. Like it's somewhat obscured is a good word, I suppose.
okay. she'll visualize what she wants in her mind, and she will cast out with a word of magic and a... Wow, my brain just totally collapsed in on itself. What am I
Shocked about it.
doing?
Point to it on your spell list, and I'll tell you what it is.
Our brain.
Gee, what just
Oh
happened to
no,
me?
that's the picture of I had a plan in my head, and now I have no idea what
Today
it
is
was.
a
I
hard
recognize
day.
that look. I've had that happen to me before.
You know what? I haven't done this in a while. Temporis. We're gonna try to slow her. I have no idea if her fortitude save is high or not, but we're about to find out.
She has
Her
3
save
swords.
is your DC.
She has 3 swords.
It's not quite her DC.
You know what?
Actually,
She
you know what?
can roll a
if
one.
we do our rule, the more swords, the better your fort is, and she has 6 swords.
Yes.
48.
That's exactly critical.
Oh, it's exact. I don't
And
like
this
you no
this
more.
magic seems to fizzle on her entirely, but you have not left her attention. You have 1 action left, I believe.
Don't hide behind the rat.
I'm not gonna hide behind the rat. But what I am gonna do,
Behind the rat.
is get behind the pillar.
Okay,
Is
move into
behind
the
the
room.
swords, because I feel like being out of her line of vision as much as I can may be a good idea.
Fair enough. She is going to turn her head. She's still dueling martial with 3 hands. Turn her head towards Rasheen, enraged by the sting of this holy magic.
Oh yeah, what you gonna do about it?
She's gonna hit you a lot. Is what she's gonna do. And
My shield is already up.
as she continues the battle with these 3 swords, she swings the whole right side of her body around for a brief moment, facing entirely away from Marshall, striking at you with all 6 weapons at once.
All right, this time your eyes will light up orange.
Foresight, thank you.
Roll twice, pick the lowest.
Okie dokie.
Forehead.
Don't taunt him. He'll roll 20s.
I got a 16 and a 14, so I guess it's the 14.
I guess it'll be the 14.
Nobody likes you.
That's gonna be a 51.
51 is just a critical. Just
Yeah,
a
we
critical.
got it.
Do you have a fortification room?
I do not.
This
Give it
is
to
the
you.
this
yeah,
is
that's
the
right.
+1 -1 fight. There have been so many exact lethals in this battle. So
Dirge.
It's not on.
he's not
Ah,
dirging.
it's not on.
Shut
I
up.
have
He's not
to
dirging.
get forward to get in range.
Yeah,
to
yeah. No,
dirge.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just sad.
I'm trying.
It's good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
You'll be fine.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's fine.
You won't die in 1 hit.
probably.
You're not more.
It's 6 hits.
You're right.
Yeah.
The first hit won't kill you. The next 5.
It's going to be 88 points of slashing damage,
That's fun.
as this assault is just impossible to defend yourself.
Is that for the
There's-
the entire?
That's the whole thing.
Barrage.
It is all 1 hit of damage. It is 1 big attack as she just brings everything to bear on you. It is completely beyond you to avoid all of this. Again, it's like it feels like you're surrounded, even though she is just 1 serpent here fighting you. And then
I'm gonna. It's gonna break my shield if I throw it up against that.
Just take it. I'll take care of you.
It repairs itself.
and as she lands,
Not
it
if
does
it is
repair itself.
destroyed.
Are you blocking it?
Yeah, I'll shield block it.
And she is just going to batter and bash through your shield, smashing it to pieces with the force of this assault, but blunting a lot of the attack.
Yep.
Before she continues this swirl and pivots, stepping almost directly on that diagonal towards the far end of the room, back around to face Marshall, putting a little bit of distance between herself and Roshin, and making it, getting her out of the flank position.
Making Dirge of Doom even harder.
Not out of Trishik's reach, though.
Never out of Trishik's
Never out of
reach.
Trishik's reach.
Do it.
1 in 400.
1 in 400.
Are you actually?
He marked. He spent his whole turn last round marking
Yep.
it for death.
Do it.
Going to assassinate her.
I'm waiting.
She came onto the battlefield with no clue that I was here.
She has no idea you're here. She's
Praise-
just manifested in this reality.
Praise the Malachite.
That might crit. I don't think it does, and I'm tempted to re-roll it.
Don't.
What did you
No.
roll?
It's an 18.
Don't.
Please
Don't.
do it. Hero point it.
No.
You'll get a 20. I guarantee you'll get a 20.
No. 18.
Let me see what the total is, because I think
Yeah.
that's just a 48. Yeah, that's just a 48.
Do it then. Reroll it.
Hero point, you won't.
Do it. You won't.
Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Hey, it's his hero point.
Dude.
Is True
Wait,
Target
don't you
still
still
up?
have
Is
True
that one
Target?
round, or do you still have True Target?
No, it only lasts one round.
No,
True
it's only
Target's
one round.
over.
That's why I was surprised that he didn't swing at her. But
Because there's a 1 in 400 chance I could instantly end the fight.
do you spend your whole paycheck on lottery tickets? I'm just curious.
Probably.
It was one lower.
It's one lower. Honestly,
still
I
gonna
didn't.
hit her.
So it'll still hit.
Alright,
It will
yeah.
regular succeed. So you will hit her.
And then a fortitude save.
The 42's on a regular success?
Yeah. Just,
Oh,
it's,
right.
It's
It's not
assassinate.
down one, right?
Assassinate's a 2-action attack that does
She can still roll a 1.
42. Regular success
half
also.
damage. Surprising. I wasn't expecting to get any damage. So I'll just roll 3.
Poor little lizard blood on the floor.
So from the assassinate, she takes 9.
Points on the board.
And then
An actual regular strike.
You still have to hit, too, yeah. Yeah, flat-footed because she doesn't know you're there.
So 10, 17, 18, 25, 27, 39. So 48 total. And she is now flat-footed and taking extra precision damage.
Okay. You have one action left, I believe.
Sneak.
Make me a stealth check. She got some eyes.
That's a 12 for a 43.
43 succeeds. Okay.
Even on
You,
a fail, I'm fine.
Well, if you sneak, you got to move. Where are you going?
I'm moving into the middle.
Oh, okay, in the center of the room.
Yeah, I'm keeping her within reach.
Raz.
Raz is gonna tentatively move
Y'all didn't
forward.
think I would hero point in 18.
I mean, I knew
Not,
you
no,
were going
I thought
to.
there was a line to your insanity.
No, there's
that was
not.
somewhere
No.
around there, but clearly there
Why?
isn't.
Raz is gonna move up. To
Why did
be
you think that?
Next to the wall, not going into the wall because that's dangerous.
You don't want to go into the wall of swords?
No, I want to walk next to her so she can hit me herself, not
Oh,
her
okay.
magic. Yeah. But you put a wall in the way. Rasheen, are you okay over there?
Been better.
Oh, I hope this song helps.
And she's still also getting attacked by the guy who is still there, just still fighting her,
He's swinging at me.
swinging at you.
swinging at her.
He's doing his best.
He's trying his
Don't
hardest.
bully him.
I'm going to lingering performance. I had that card right in front of me here for a second.
Performance check at your level.
She
At
takes,
the level equal to the highest level target of composition, which
Your
is
level.
Roshin. Yeah, my level. I'm gonna lingering performance Allegro onto Roshin. 16 on the die does it.
36.
Yep. 16 on the die does it.
Oh, I'm sure it
Could I
does.
have, like,
Well,
plus-
it might critically succeed. No, I don't think with 16 probably won't. You
My
need a 46.
performance is a plus 34.
So that's a
34.
Holy crap, you critically succeed on a 12? What the heck? Okay, well, you critically succeed. Because that makes it longer. It's 4 rounds, right? Or 3
Yeah,
rounds?
there's 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
rockin'.
So you have mini haste.
You need him fast.
4 rounds.
Why, thank you.
Stop encouraging him! 360, Trishik, that was worth it. He's a freaking hero point.
That was
Also,
worth it.
she takes an additional 2 damage from Backstabber, which I forgot that I have on anyone who I
Just
marked
turn
for
this
death.
7 into a 9.
That 2 points matters.
And
I wasn't punished, and I was rewarded.
What did you with?
Hate you.
This is why we can't.
What is Link? Is Link performance actions? Or
lingering performance is free action.
so you have 1 left then?
I have 1 left, and I'm just kind of like staring into space, like, oh,
Can't really toot. You already tooted.
I don't even know how to insult the demon. I could speak its language. I'm gonna bon mot the demon.
What?
That's what
gonna-
heroes do.
I didn't know you had
You
Bonmot.
gotta
I've had
bongo
it.
the demon.
That's what
Okay,
heroes
bon
do.
mot the demon. I'm gonna speak it in the demonic language because I know it.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is,
It would be abyssal.
it would be
I would
abyssal.
figure.
Not really. I haven't used because I'm not that good with it, but I'm just gonna call it ugly. I don't know how to insult the demon. I don't know what their society's like. You're ugly.
You're ugly.
It's diplomacy versus their will DC.
Okay.
My diplomacy is not the greatest.
Your swords are as grimy as your scales.
A 36.
36 is not going to succeed.
Does
that
it-
will fail.
Does not critically.
Regular fail.
Okay, that's what's important.
Yeah, it still does stuff, I believe.
Yeah. So failure doesn't do anything. Critical failure means I take the effects of it.
Oh. You bonmo yourself.
I bond
You're ugly. I'm ugly.
Oh my god.
Marshall.
Oh, jeez. All right, so she's flat-footed, right?
She's flat-footed. She's just flat-footed from his attack.
She can clear that as
She's always flat-footed. She has a
All right.
neck for a butt.
I can't.
Whoa.
Enfeeblement,
She
I
doesn't
can't
have
shake
feet.
off.
Enfeebled is gone. Enfeebled is worn off by now.
Oh, it is off.
Yeah, that was a round. You had it for a round, so you're actually back normal now.
Sweet. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. All right, so
Enemies have never really done it, but like if she wants to on her turn, she can spend an action to get rid of a debilitation.
Yeah.
So
let's see. She hasn't used her AO yet. I'm afraid to potato. So,
potato.
I'm going to just attempt to intimidate her.
Okay.
Bah. Just bah. That's not going to work.
You
So-
bod.
I bah, so that's...
She's definitely not scared at the moment. She's starting to definitely look real hurt. The wounds are piling up on her. She's fairly injured. She's not like on the verge
Well-
of death or anything, but you're making progress.
Well, when in doubt, I'm just going to bonk her twice then.
All right, go ahead and go swing over the fences.
It's 12 on the die. That's 43.
43 hits.
That hitting counts. That's a, oh, wait,
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay, I had to make sure. I never saw that on that die before. So that's that's a 9. Okay, there.
53.
Today we learn how
We're
dice
learning
work.
numbers.
We learn how dice work.
Oh, you already did this. Okay, yeah. Well, 53. Thank you.
53. Okay.
And then when in doubt, bonk her again. Keen, 19 on the die.
Oh.
What's the total?
That's a 50.
Second attack.
Second attack. 45.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Minus
So yeah,
five.
45 still hits.
Awesome.
All
Yeah,
right.
still hits.
Keen grit.
And plus Keen says automatically crit.
Is this
You have to hit her.
No, you have to hit.
Oh, I
If 19 missed, it doesn't crit.
My bad.
is this
And
slappy?
20 missed, you don't crit.
I have a sound rune. Would that do?
If I roll a 1, she's deaf. She's not deaf.
Okay. That I figured I asked. Forgive me, folks. I'm running on fumes today, so.
She's Deaf Spider.
Ooh,
It's
that's
her
a,
rapper name.
That's a 5. Yeah, that's 5.
She only has 6 arms.
24.
Death Snake.
25, 29. 29 times.
You said
2
Death Spider.
is
Oh, she's Deaf Snake. I'm
50.
sorry.
There you go.
I'm so bad.
It's a day.
I can't match.
Did 104.
Thank you. 104.
Okay.
She's spidery.
That's a pretty good hit. And with
Bonk.
that, 2 blows there. She is looking significantly more wounded than she was. At this point, chopped down massive gouges through her. She has been pretty desperately stricken, but she is not going down yet. And this little guy,
I'm gonna get you.
kind of watching Marshall fight this Marilith.
That Connor's looking real inviting, isn't it?
I certainly can't take him, but I can best you. That takes a swing.
I'm
serious.
I don't think you can.
No, you can't.
He's only frightened 1 now. Sir. 35.
35. Her shield's in tatters. She just parries it one-handed with the bastard sword.
45 with the club.
Oh, 45. Collapses the guard, catches her a bit.
He just follows you, just whack on the side of the head
Roll it again.
with the
Oh,
sip.
foresight. Roll again.
How long does that last?
40 minutes.
40 minutes from the
Oh, you
last
had
time.
that from
Yeah.
the
From
thing you
last
set up
time.
before. Right. 36.
36. Nope. Clatters off the pauldron.
Nice.
He got in past the guard and just hit the armor.
Even worse, he got in.
He's
he
gonna
thinks
step back
he
into the
did it.
corner. He's not putting his weapons down. He's just taking a moment. He needs a breather. He needs a second. His self-confidence is in tatters right now. Rasheen.
Just shake his head and you think about what you did. She'll drop the shield, which is in pieces at this point. Let's see. I'm permanent Allegro.
One sec.
Permanent.
Yeah. While you're thinking there, because I do believe.
Dropping, I don't think is
I
interact.
think it's interact.
No, there's no way dropping is interact.
Should just be a free action.
Manipulate, which
That
is an
provokes.
interact. As
Dropping is manipulate?
you would know that if you want to shuck your shield, that provokes, because your focus is getting it off your arm, and you know she's got AOO. You want to go two-handed? You go pay the troll toll.
Don't be a fool, Roshin, she said in her head. You know you don't want to drop your shield.
Now you're just a pirate.
I want to carry. See, you have no idea how long I had to practice to not sound like a pirate.
It is
by the
really
way.
hard to not turn into pirate going into the Gaelic accent.
All right, that's fine.
This is something I'm not going to gotcha. You would know dropping your shield is going to leave you open enough so you can take advantage.
Next time, though.
Yeah, now we know.
But you're permanently Allegro.
So she's actually still flat-footed from Shushik's onslaught, so I didn't have to move into a position. I can actually step up to her and not provoke with the
Yeah,
staff.
she's looking up like, what the hell?
She's very focused on Marshall now. Marshall has commenced murder and hit her very hard.
Okay.
Convince Roshin Blender.
Can't cast anything with somatic. I can't do that. I haven't tried to intimidate her yet. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to intimidate.
When in
Okay.
doubt.
Throw the demoralize. What did you? You are a 1. You're a 1. Okay, that's a 1 on the die. I have a hero point here, thank you, that I didn't realize that I had. I'm just gonna start cycling through my d20s until as they start to get
Seems
tired.
I can hand you a Draugr.
Hey, there we go. That's pretty decent. I'm assuming intimidating prowess can apply since I've carved up a good half of
She
her.
is very afraid of your sword. If not afraid, she at least respects it.
That's good.
Definitely give you intimidating prowess.
That's gonna be a 48.
That will regular succeed.
Okay, I'll take a frightened 1. It's an extra +1 to hit. Step, intimidate, swing. Boop. That's a 4 on the die, but I have here a second hero point. Thank you, Mirren.
You have 3 actions per turn and 3 hero point max.
Don't get another action. Don't get another action. Hero points.
That's a 2 on the die now. So that's
Hey, you
good
doubled
set.
it.
No,
I thought you got a 1.
That was the first
that
intimidate.
was the first.
Oh.
intimidate,
Yeah.
He halved
Good.
what he rolled.
I
Definitely-
halved what I rolled, so
definitely
it
not
needs to go
gonna
worse.
hit
But I wasn't gonna hit her anyway. So that's a step, that's a demoralize, that's a swing, and my Allegro was the step, so I got 1 more action. Whatever, I'll fish for it. No, actually, bark out shield.
Verbal only, doesn't provoke.
Yup, does not provoke.
Oh,
Magic shield on top of your broken regular
Crossage.
shield, which is slowly kind of pulling itself back together as the center of it. You have to report each other.
Yeah, it does.
The center of
actually.
it is
Yeah, it
pumping this molten
heals
metal
5 every
through
turn.
It's starting to kind of pop and crank itself
And it
back
actually
together.
fixes itself.
And it's a shield again.
It's a shield again.
Resume.
well, I hope you're done now, because we're done. Conglomero.
I don't think we're done.
And if he is okay with it, Raz and I are going onto the other side of the wall in the corner, and he's going onto the other side of the wall of swords, and he can step away.
T being the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna collect the
The,
transposition.
the
then.
lad.
Is
The
he
lad out.
okay with leaving? Would
No, he's gonna make a will save.
you go for
He's
it, buddy? Be the man. Be all you can be.
30.
That's gonna fail.
So he's coming to the backside of the wall of swords. Raz, are you going on a magical journey?
Where is she trying to put me?
Just
On the
in
other
the
side
corner.
of the wall
Absolutely not. There's a murder snake
Make
over
a will
there.
save.
Raz has a preternatural fear of snakes. The 13 on the die plus the 28 or the whatever my will save
That's
is.
a success.
20.
Just succeed.
Nah,
Raz is
yeah.
going nowhere.
That's fine.
Resume switches places with the guy, and as she disappears, you see an angry man with a club and a scimitar, kind of confused, appear
I'm gonna look at him.
vaguely near you.
I want just the door's over there.
I'm sure I can take you.
You
And that is why I wanted to collect your transposition as both. Wait, I get to shield. I have 1 more action.
Yeah, you can shield.
I'm throwing up a shield. You best
If I
believe.
can't take a damn rat.
I just like stare at him. Just,
Now you remember I
He pauses. He pauses. I don't need the floor. I don't need the floor. Does the floor make them invincible? Yes.
Whoever's heaviest.
The action to remove the flat-footed, is that an interact action?
Yes.
Okay, so it would provoke anyway if she were going to do it.
Because they have to, like,
That's
whatever
kinda what I
did,
figured.
They have to brush it off or get rid of it.
She is going to, where she is, step back once towards the pillar just to stop Rasheen from slipping in other pillar. I guess it doesn't matter realistically, but the pillar that's closer to the wizards, just to stop Rasheen from getting
Getting a flank on
getting
her.
around behind her while she's right there.
It's a shame she's flat-footed already.
And then pull, again, much like she when she went to cast, all four of her lower arms down around the front of her, not attacking anymore so much as they're just ready to parry, and slashes the top two out towards Marshall.
Oh,
With
she's
a
not
pair
casting?
of strikes. She's not casting. No.
Okay. I thought she was.
She
my
has
bad.
pattern recognition.
What? That's impossible.
Okay, so this does
She's
not
a
ignore
villain.
multiple attack penalties, so I have to roll them separately. So she is frightened 1. So swing the first. It's gonna be a 52 to hit.
Fortification rune. 18 again.
Nice.
Easy.
Hey.
Hey,
second.
value.
It's gonna be a 48 because I rolled 1 higher and it's 5 lower, so 48 to hit.
Are
Fortification
we
rune.
about to get value?
3 for 3.
Nope, not
That's
on
a
that one.
15.
So 1 crit, 1 normal hit there.
Could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Much worse. So the first slash there is going to land for 27 points of slashing damage.
27. All right.
And that just kind of meters her up for the second one, which is going to do 56 points of slashing damage on the critical hit. And then she still has, as she's battling with her upper limbs here, the bottom 4 in a purely defensive stance. Just as she's wounded, limping back this pillar, waiting to parry and block and defend herself as she can. Trishik.
Slap.
Slap.
Because she doesn't know she's within my range still.
She's no concept of that. No, she's definitely flat-footed. Do stealth.
So this is gonna be a 37. I'm gonna.
Trishik does not know how to not spend hero points.
If I roll a d20, a hero point must accompany it.
I agree.
Clearly the procedure we've
To a
established here.
4. And then I'm gonna turn around and shoot my bow at the man on the other side of the wall. What's the flat check?
It's not concealed. He just has cover. It's AC.
Oh, okay.
He still is a bit hurt. He's been injured. He's been battered a bit.
Leave him
but,
alone. He's a nice guy.
he's not frightened anymore.
He's threatening me.
He's
Yeah,
threatening.
he's
you.
threatening
That is
you.
because
Clearly
I
threatening.
wanted
So
you
that's
on
why
the
he's
side of
going to
the
eat an
wall.
arrow. Well, that's an 18. So, 42.
42 will hit. He's taking an arrow. You've revealed yourself, so there's no sneak attack here. But you can hit him with an arrow, get his attention. It's just arrow shoots through the
I
spinning wall of
contact
swords.
the
and just
entire time.
hits this
So
guy. He takes the arrow, kind of
that's-
staggers and looks through to see Godzilla on the ceiling with a comically
Wait.
small bow.
Concealment.
Who has
The
concealment?
wall.
It's
It
covered.
just
Oh,
AC.
it's not like
It's
obscuring?
covered. No, it's just
Oh.
covered. Mechanically, it's just covered.
Well, he's going to take 19 damage and he's bleeding. And 3 chaos damage.
3 chaos. I did not want to do a 4. Okay.
Then I'm going to sneak away.
Does that just make you break out in pimples?
That is a 38.
Maybe.
Make your shoes come
And a
untied.
failure is a success.
Yeah. Failure success. She definitely she's already fully aware you're here somewhere, but she does not.
And I'll move to the backside of this pillar because I see she's working her way that direction.
I am not confident you can use sneak to go from reserved to hidden, but I'll look it up later. We've been playing it that way for the whole time, but I just had the epiphany. I really don't think you can do that. But you're sneak by. She loses track of you as she's dealing with Marshall and Roshin in front of you. I'll look at it on break. We've done the whole campaign.
Mislead
just
the
stop.
spell says you can sneak to be hidden.
But mislead literally turns you invisible. So
Mine doesn't.
it's as mislead, so it does.
That's me.
Mine doesn't. It calls out that I'm not invisible.
We'll figure it out on break. Marshall. Rez, sorry, Rez.
Whoa, whoa,
I was about
whoa.
to say, well, hold up.
I look at him, I start mouthing words with no audible sound to anyone else around me, but he hears whispers of the dark. I'm going to cast a 5th level Agonizing Despair on him.
You're such a mean rat.
I mean, he threatened the rat. He
did
gets
threaten
it.
the
He
rat.
deserves it.
Did we switch roles during that council meeting?
The difference is that Raz isn't going to eat his body afterwards.
I mean, he's a
Gotta-
rat. They eat everything.
27.
Critically failed. Can I get
How many more D6s do you need?
4 more.
Oh, okay.
Here. Oh.
4 more. Double damage, and he's frightened 3.
I just put his frightened card away. He just got over it.
He's on the
poor
rat side
guy.
of the rat.
He's probably not alive, so I don't think it matters.
I tried to
10,
save
20, 29,
58.
58.
What does it do to him?
It's just as the whispers of unfathomable knowledge infiltrate his mind, he just starts clawing at his ears and just falls over, trying to get the sound out of his head. I told him,
He couldn't take the rat. Yeah. One action left.
I'm gonna bond mot the lady again if she's within 30 feet.
She is.
You can't kill Marshall? Wow, you suck.
I don't know if that was a good thing.
42.
42 will succeed.
Cool. She has, I think, -2 to some stuff.
All right, well, figure out what your ability does. Marshall.
She's not flat-footed because I didn't hit her that turn.
Marshall.
Oh,
-2 penalty to perception and will saves for 1 minute. She can take an action to get rid
To
of that.
respond and say, no,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no,
I
you.
remember that.
I'm gonna psych up, get that temp HP. I'm gonna need it, and then smack her twice. Plain and simple.
The persistent temp HP is pretty good value.
That's 37. I don't think that's
Yeah,
going to
37 no as you swing. She is very much on the back, whatever a snake's body is called. And with these
Tail?
Back tail.
back tail. With these 4 defensive swords, she's backed up here into the corner. She is still pretty powerfully strong and able to fend off your assault for now.
And then he's just gonna come around and swoop the axe down and out of frustration. To win that 20.
Nice.
What's the raw curiosity? What's the total? What's the total?
Off of a 20.
Total.
Oh, total? Well, -5. That's going to be 46.
Exact freaking lethal. It crits. That's exactly her AC with the defensive swords.
I had to do math again.
What
so.
happens to her, Marshall?
Oh,
There's
do
no
I-
way she's surviving an axe crit at this point.
Just curious, though.
Yeah, roll it. Not big numbers are fun.
I mean,
but,
the numbers aren't that big, but I would still imagine. 'cause
she's
that's-
frightened one actually, or one over.
Yeah.
80 damage.
Oh no, one away.
80.
She had her turn.
Well, that's still 80 damage. Shit. Okay. Anyway, so Marshall, like I said, out of frustration, the axe kind of bounces off the defensive blades, whirls it around, and just at the bare last millisecond, sees that blind spot where he hacked her earlier and just kind of curves the blade last second and decapitates her that way.
As you blast through her guard here, she has enough strength to fend you off, but you have overwhelming martial strength.
Ah!
The creature drops down to the floor. The Marilith, whatever ritual that had been engaged that had summoned her here, seeming to have pulled a fully corporeal demon into the world. It's no simple summon. It doesn't disappear or fade back out of reality with whatever quasi-conjuration summon monster and its ilk create. This is the corpse of a Marilith dropped on the ground here. Now her blood mixing with those of the unfortunate Scarlet Triad lady who had first summoned her through getting annihilated.
That's a hell of an attraction for a museum. The actual corpse of a Marilith.
Yeah.
With her body fallen, finally, the din of battle in the room falling silent, leaving the group of you a moment to breathe and a whirling wall of blades still dividing the chamber. As Raz literally twiddling his thumbs, just
I'm
kind of waiting
leaving you
for it to
there.
fade.
No, I'm leaving you there. You get to sit on that side of the wall and cry like a little rat baby because I offered to bring you to this side, and once again, you denied me. So you get to sit there in the corner.
The wall fades.
Raz, can you go pick up the manacles while you're over there?
Yeah.
He already has them in his
Rashid
hands.
Needs a hero point. Looking a little low. Mr. T 1976 says
These
that for
manacles
you.
have a little
Marshall looks over at
Little
Roshin as he
engraved on
shrinks down. Oh, Roshin, how you looking, Nas?
Oh, I mean, I've
How
been
are
worse.
you guys looking? She has recovered a pretty decent amount, I
full health.
imagine.
Let me,
Also, full
I
health.
think it's mostly Marshall who got the vast majority of the pounding.
I mean, I'm a doctor.
It's
He is Marshall MD.
not wrong.
Roshin, are you all right?
Oh, if you have some of those little vials that you've been keeping around for me, that'd be spectacular. Set me right as rain.
Well, while we're waiting for a little bit, I might as well potato myself.
I'm gonna hop
Are you
down.
sitting here for 10 minutes? Potato yourself is a 10-minute activity.
Oh, well. Hmm.
Yeah, we're not sitting there for that
I'm a
long.
hop down from the ceiling.
grab some of Resume's
Yeah, I've got
potion vials.
potion
Oh,
vials.
well, Last, if you got some juice for me, I'll take some.
Yeah,
Because this
sure.
does not look
Here you
like
go.
a terribly defensible situation here. Now
I
that you
need
can
4.
see much more of
Have
the
it.
chamber, you can see...
As many as you're allowed to give me.
They're
Yeah,
30
you can
each.
see that this...
30 each.
30 each?
They each heal 30.
Okay. I'll figure it out in a
The
second.
back wall of this diverges into 2 passageways to the right and to the left, forking off in either direction.
Before we go, Raz is going to scratch out some of these
Can you
symbols
spare
out of
five?
the floor.
They are engraved in a metal plate.
I'm going to take someone I have a magically enchanted dagger. I'm just going to scratch at it with that.
We have a chisel. We have
tools.
+3
It's
claws.
that you can, I'm not
like-
saying you can't do it.
Oh.
I think it's definitely not like you little claws get
No.
like a
I'm
clay
actually going
tablet
to take
here.
the guiding chisel
Okay, and just kind of...
and
Yeah.
just kind of...
Are
As
we,
the
are we really
Marilith-
going to be spending our time doing this?
I
The-
would like it to not get lit on fire with demons again
The
from behind us.
emanation, the strength of the glow emanating out from the sigils has faded slowly over the course of the battle from its initial flash when the demon was summoned, but with her death, the lights flare out entirely, leaving the room to look much as it had before, but save for the copious amount of everyone's blood that is now smeared all across this plate.
It's mostly those two.
Well, also the Mariliths, and also the women's, and also the guys, and
Me.
Mostly Marshall.
I'm gonna come down off the
That's the
ceiling
majority
and
of the
just kind of
marshals, I'm
like
sure.
poke the body. It's like, did this actually just appear here? How did they accomplish this?
Look at the plate. There's runes here. It summoned her here when the blood of the Scarlet Triad member fell on it. Or at least that's what I think happened.
Yes, but this is an actual body. How is this here?
Because it brought her here.
Like, some teleportation
Planar
stuff?
lore. Because I actually have that.
Sure, roll me a planar lore. That seems like exactly what has happened here.
Scratch.
Hey.
It's gonna be a 41.
Pretty good efforts have already been taken to start to ruin much of the design, but what you can see now that you have a moment to study it and you're close by, now looking at it from a stairwell across the room, it is a summoning circle, an ancient summoning circle, and the size of this brass floor that's been inlaid here is simply due to the progression that magic has made in the intervening centuries or millennia since the Red Pyramid was constructed. And much like technology, magic has also evolved and been expanded upon and been refined in a great many ways. Between...
It's one of those computers that takes up like an entire office building.
Yep.
Basically the magical equivalent, yeah, more or less. All of
No,
the
no,
runes,
this is just string theory. You guys don't
And
understand
then your
it.
cell phone could do all of this now. but-
Yeah, you can pull out your Marilith Uber and just like...
Yeah.
But it was a combination of the ancient, less efficient sigils that had to be used and the potency required to pull through a demon so powerful as a Marilith. You can tell that with everything that was organized here, whoever created this, and this plate is as old as the pyramid. This
Yeah.
isn't something the Scarlet Triad put here. This demon was, of course, no simple conjuration, no summoned ephemeral form. It is they pulled it from the abyss. But it is a demon that was sworn to this.
Interesting.
A demon that basically she had to come intentionally. This isn't something that ripped the demon out of the abyss and bent it to their will. This was made a phone call.
Okay, so this
like
was a deal.
contract. Yeah.
This was a deal.
Okay.
It was a bad deal.
Is
It
there?
wasn't like it's not a devil, so it's probably a less precise stipulated contract. But like this was a deal. This Marilith had agreed to be summoned for whatever purpose when this was triggered.
Do
few
I
centuries
think?
go by, it's like, well, that mortal deal went well for me. Never gonna cash that in.
Damn it!
Do I think that there could be others bound to it, or is this like a one-in-one thing?
The 41, it looks like it is very specifically attuned to this Marilith. It does not. You would have to be completely remanufactured with an entirely new set of sigils. And
Okay,
magic to
then
summon
I'm
anything
actually
else.
not gonna worry
is,
about it.
At this point, harmless.
Because honestly, I'd like to kind of take a better look at it when I've got some more time later, because it's interesting. So I'm
This is
actually.
ancient. This is like thousands of
Yeah,
years
no,
old
like, she
magic.
would love
this
to
is
look at this.
Intriguing, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is pretty safe now. It was really only bound to summon her, and her specifically. So
You would
there's.
You would also note that, I'll give you the 41 too, the Marilith that was conjured through, although they are, like pride demons are incredibly powerful, this was an exceptionally strong Marilith.
And we killed it. Yes, we did.
Good job.
Speaking of killing it, I'm gonna see what goodies she's got.
Well, she has a lot of swords.
That's it.
All mundane because she
Yes.
was just that much of a badass.
As you look them over, there is no lingering magic or anything. There are no runes set in them.
That's
So
demons.
they are carved of a strange metal that's not really of this world, but it's not better than steel. If anything, it's even a bit worse. They would have maybe some value to like a collector or museum, but
I mean,
they're
I'll
not.
take one of the blades just for interest because
Yeah,
it's
they're really
made
no
from
more
a...
valuable than a mundane longsword, and in fact, to most people, as it is a like oversized and unwieldy, strangely curved falchion, even less so.
I'm gonna take the severed head and put it in my beard of holding.
I have the head of a woman.
It is just kind of the head of a woman. The top half of her is pretty normal looking. It's very large. It looks like you killed a giant, but like it's not in its own to have shown it to people. It would not be distinguishable from like I killed an ogre or a giant. It is just of over like a large female human.
Well, in that case, I'll just take one of the other swords as a trophy then.
The bottom half is the snake part.
Wait, better yet, I'll take the tip of the tail.
There you go. You can do that. It's a large
I'll make a necklace out
piece
of
of
it.
snake tail.
Now, you might
Red
not
tail.
realize this, but this end of this tail ended in a 6-armed woman with swords.
This man, Marshall, is gonna have fishing tails.
You
for
see,
legends.
if you haven't noticed, Marshall likes to collect trophies.
Yeah, like a serial killer. How
How appropriate.
interesting.
Sheik and Resume, make me perception checks.
Okie dokie.
It's not the
you're
serial killer.
seeking.
It's trophies of battle.
Yeah.
33.
43.
So as you look through this area and these two hallways here, looking down, you can see that the hallway to your right very abruptly terminates in a large but unremarkable wooden doorway, whereas the hallway to the left angles back further around to the left, continuing off to somewhere unknown. Resume would also notice that right about where Roshin's mini is on the map there is actually a barely perceptible divide. There is a third option. There is a doorway that leads straight through.
Only hand me the Marilith.
Hey, Sheeny. I think
This
there
is
might
mine
be a
now.
door behind
This is
you,
me.
but let's let Trishik take a look at it first.
Well, before we start to open it up, would you terribly mind seeing if you could piece this back together for me?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it would have fixed itself to usable and then run out of
Then
gas.
stopped, yeah.
Now that's a 10-minute project.
No, it's not.
Quick repair.
Yeah, quick repair.
And-
We're 17th level. We just do stuff now.
And I have greater crafter's eyepiece, so I repair it even better.
Okay. What's your proficiency?
So I am a master, so it's gonna get 65.
Sounds right enough to me.
And Reforging Shield doubles the amount that you heal it
Oh,
by.
so I'm not gonna in a minute. I'm not gonna make you roll. You'd be able to fix. Yeah, because it does assist you. It can't pump on its own anymore in this state, but it's with your work. It does make it easier. Yeah, you with the master repair, you'd easily be able to just. It's not like it's destroyed. You're just bringing it back to functionality. So, friends, we
We're
have
getting good at
three
it.
directions now: a door right there on the right, a secret passageway, and a hall.
How do you turn down a secret passage?
I mean, honestly, like if we don't take the secret passageway, we're just.
They went through such pains
we're
to conceal
nerds.
it. It'd just be rude if we ignored it.
I know, right?
Through the secret passageway we go.
What if it's trapped?
Well, we got two people seeking for that. After
Sheet goes first.
it is a strangely angled passageway that does not align perpendicularly with the wall it's set into, actually kind of jutting off at a strange angle. So from even with the door open, from the room, you can't see where it goes, even though it's only maybe 8-10 feet long before it meets the matching offset door, seeming to lead into a parallel hallway or room on the far side. Opening that one would reveal exactly that. Another hallway deeper within the pyramid basement, running parallel to this one you've already uncovered. Once again, leaving you with the same three options. A hallway off to your left that seems to be going much the same direction as the first one you've come through. A passageway a little offset that goes straight forward, and strangely, an iron portcullis to your right. that is very, again, clearly the age of the pyramid, not the Scarlet Triad. They didn't have a gate installed here, but very finely but roughly wrought. Its bars and its metalwork are incredibly thick around its base with wide swirling patterns where the bars of the iron actually slot a little ways into the stone floor rather than just resting on top of it. The bars mere inches apart, letting you see that it leads to a much more grandiose door a little behind it, but keeping you from easily accessing it.
Easily
Well,
accessible.
do we feel like being lucky, or would we like to be a little safe?
I feel like being safe today. I don't feel very lucky.
It's probably not a good idea to leave our backs open. Wouldn't want to get attacked from behind.
Let's go back and deal with that closed door first, then.
Oh, okay.
Want me to bend the bars?
Not yet. Let us not give any hint we know this passage is here.
You want to close? So you close it up behind you. Don't have to worry about hiding on the map. You close it up behind you, so anyone coming by wouldn't be aware that anything was happening. And the group of you head towards the very short passageway to your right.
The door, then.
Which door?
The wooden door.
You want to move that map and then organize yourselves around this again fairly unremarkable door.
How do you know it's wooden?
Because he said it was.
'Cause he said it
the
was
GM
wooden.
said it right there.
Said it right there.
It's delicious.
It says so in the book.
It says on the book.
Is this soup?
That's the door.
You're not in the door.
It is not soup, it is door.
Huh? It's 45, not 60 per. I think 90 is.
Yeah, I would still hit it at 90. Right, organizing. Let's see. True Sheik first. Roshin, Marshall, Resme.
This is again a hallway that Trishik does not exactly fit into here. And the doorway, this passageway, though, it does still go up to the vaulted 20-foot ceilings. The door itself is a fairly standard door, so you could perch yourself up on the wall right above it, but you would pretty much have to be on the ground to squeeze yourself through it.
I'm checking the door, so
Yeah, you guys are seeking. You and Resme are both looking it over.
I've
You
always
don't.
been afraid of doors.
Though it does have a lock. It is not a particularly intricate one. The lock appears to be one of circumstance, much like you'd have on the interior of a house. It is there not to prevent people from breaking into it, but to prevent people from like accidentally walking into it. It's more like the "don't go in here" kind of lock, or the "privacy if wanted" kind of lock, and not the "keeps 17th level adventurers out of the door" kind of lock. That said, it's not locked anyway, so the quality is irrelevant, as it's not going to stop you regardless.
We found the bathroom.
And seeing nothing else wrong with the door,
yeah, just gonna open it.
Trishik, are you on the wall above it?
No.
You're just on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the party's way back there. You're on the ground based on your general hugeness. You reach down and open the door, and as you go to grab it, the doorknob on it turns. The door pulls inwards, revealing a room which is fairly wide, almost L-shaped, branching off in two directions, set on the far walls with a couple of desks and sets of cabinets, and small cots and beds around the other adjoining sections. It looks to be a combination office and resting area, and the man who has opened the door in front of you stooped very much low to fit through it, much as Trishik would as well. It is someone you absolutely recognize.
Now, does he see me?
He literally bumps into you as he opened the door, so yeah, he would know that you are there because you are in the square that he's attempting
But does
to
he
enter.
see me?
bumps
Those are
into
two
you.
different things.
Eitrim, the contact from the Aspis Consortium, bumps into Trishik and kind of just backs up. Oh! And looks and sees a group of you out there. Oh! What a strange meeting to have here.
What a coincidence.
Ah, funny meeting you here.
Do you want to buy some cookies?
And you can see he looks pretty much exactly as he did when you met him at the meeting. He probably also came straight here, just slightly before you. Save for the fact that in his left hand, he's got a fairly large, almost like a briefcase of sorts, but open on the top, a satchel of fine make that keeps its form, not just like a loose bag. That you can't really see what is in, but it has
Get all
a
your
lesser
incriminating
top.
evidence put away, did ya?
Incriminating evidence. I would invite you in, but I am afraid that at this point, most of our contact with the Scarlet Triad has been cut short, thanks much to your efforts.
Ah, very wise.
These are records, of course, of our dealings that will need to be replaced. Payroll will no longer be receiving. Things that my lords would be interested in. Things I am certain that would not be of interest to you.
Naturally not at all. Off with you then.
As a
Go,
matter
go,
of
go.
fact, I was just on my way out the door.
Have a lovely day.
I can't imagine there is anything in our liaison office here that would be of interest to you, save for beds, should you wish to rest. He kind of looks at Marshall and Roshi in the back. You do appear quite weary. I imagine it's been some trouble getting here, yes?
Oh, it's exhilaration. You don't understand.
That's a typical day for us.
It's a good walk for us. A good constitutional, you might say.
Please be nice to the docent on your way out. He's had a very trying day.
Oh, yes, this poor Treagle must have scared the bejesus out
Oh,
of him.
Dwazo! Oh, Dwazo is a fine fellow.
He is.
Known him from some time. Is he... He still breathes,
Oh, no,
then?
he's fine.
Of course, we're not monsters.
We gave him, I think, almost enough to put him through school.
Do not mistake my words. I mean no slight against the group of you, of course. It's just, by your very presence here and, well, the blood on your blades, I can only assume the manner by which you've entered the pyramid.
Violently, yes. Unfortunately, Treagle have no other way.
We
I
just
As
mean,
I would assume.
walk
honestly,
to the front doors.
I wanted that guy to be able to escape. I gave him the option to escape. He just decided he wanted to die.
Look, we are not enemies here. I swear no fealty to the Scarlet Triad. Our relationship was strictly business, which I have concluded now succinctly. Even if I believed I was somehow capable of fighting the 5 of you by myself, which I am confident I am not, I would see no reason for us to come to blows.
Maybe not.
I will not interfere with whatever operations you seek here, and only ask that you grant me leave in time.
Of course.
Of course. Off you go. You're very gregarious.
Out
We
you
actually
go.
offered you to leave at the beginning of the conversation.
I understand that,
See,
Right,
look, he's
well,
talking again. You see how he goes like this?
rather I hope that you understand that, given the situation, and he just kind of reaches out and feels Trishik's somehow still invisible legs that he can't see for some reason. I'd say at this point
I'll
he
just
sees
stand
you.
up.
He is clearly knows that you're there.
Yeah.
Given the situation, I could have some reticence as to accepting an offer at such face values. And I'm afraid that I would find some difficulty in squeezing my frame past your equally large friend here.
Yes, let me slide out of your
Oh,
way.
I guess we
and
should we should slide out.
I
Yeah.
will literally go up.
Well then, whatever business it is you seek here in the pyramid, whatever personal crusade has brought you to Katapesh, I wish you the best in your endeavors.
Oh, you're so kind.
And he would walk out the door with his satchel and just kind of give a big grin and a wave and bow his head.
Oh, don't trip over the demon.
That was certainly not there when I arrived. I can see the Triggle has been busy. As of you. Wise of me not to fight you.
It all makes work for
This
the working
is
man.
the smartest
And as
NPC I have ever met in my entire life.
As he's on his way out, just raise his hand again. Best of luck!
Bye.
He
See?
continues up
He's
towards
so
the stairs.
reasonable.
On his way out of the red pyramid.
We don't just randomly murder people. If they leave and don't try to hurt us, we let them go.
Why am I being lectured? I feel like I'm being lectured.
No,
You're being
I'm not
lectured.
lecturing you. I'm just stating a point.
I'm surprised she's not looking at me when she says that.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
no,
the man is
you-
clearly a villain. But, I mean, there's too many villains in Katapish, honestly. I can't keep them all straight. Let's just
And
focus
he
on the
has-
one that's
I think-
here.
Really
Everyone's wrong on
interesting
Katapesh.
biceps.
Well, you know what? I'm not wrong, am I?
I think you are.
And I kind of like the shape of his face.
It's very,
Well-
very craggy.
From the front,
Chiseled, you might
from
say.
the open door here, you can pretty clearly see that again. This now makes perfect sense. This is an on-site liaison office for the Aspens Consortium. They had business with the Scarlet Triad that was certainly close enough that they have on-site facilities, but not close enough for Eitrim to commit suicide by heroes. So.
Perfectly reasonable. You are
making
welcome to
his
leave.
way out, it is now clear for you to head and investigate if you wish to look through the room.
Just a quick cursory glance, make sure there's no one in there.
Okay. So you head in, and the rest of you welcome. And Trishik makes his way into the room. Just still sneaky beaky like.
Room's empty.
Walking in. As you get in, to just looking through, peeking through these desks, you can see he's left some things behind. It's mostly stationery and simple supplies and things that didn't really bother. You can see large, clearly missing sections of the various cabinets and racks where he's taken a wide assortment of ledgers and business materials and things, as well as much out of the drawers of the desks as well. As you're looking through, and the rest of the party is just kind of waiting, and then the room back here, Resme just sort of looking over, seeking, watching. You would see the flash of a blade as a man leaps out from behind Trishik to lunge toward him.
I'll warn him in his
Do I
head.
get to seek that?
He is completely invisible.
That doesn't stop me
You
from seeking.
could, roll it. It's technically possible. You could see him.
No one
don't know
assassinates
how-
the assassin.
He's like undetected. Like you would.
I'm seeking the room because I'm just seeking
Yeah, I
in
literally
general.
don't think it's physically possible that you could see a person who's just standing still invisible. But roll it because I'll compare it to numbers
natural.
that I have.
It's a nat
Natural
20.
20.
Well, you're not flat-footed. He knew.
I knew it was the
Lizard
cat all
senses are
along.
tingling. We'll roll that initiative here in a few moments.
Can I keep that for my initiative?
No.
No.
No,
I knew that answer.
That's my perception check.
no,
No.
that was you, Seek.
Yeah.
You wanted it. You're
I
not
got it.
flat-footed to these guys. When we come back from our break,
All for games. Of course he can keep getting away with it. How long have you been here with us?
each room has left us some gift.
2 years!
We won't be too long, everyone. Feel free to stretch your legs, grab some snacks, refill your drinks, stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Be back in a couple minutes, everyone. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Have to interrupt Chiruka's CSI there.
I love
The
them.
greatest investigative minds the world has ever known.
Yep.
The game category was on Starfinder, apparently. I didn't notice that because it looks the same as Pathfinder when you're just glancing at all the settings of the stream, but I fixed it. Don't worry. We're good.
We found it.
It's the same company. It counts. It's basically the same. It's not bad. It's a very different system still.
We found the
Starfinder's like,
stars.
it's like Pathfinder 1E, Starfinder, Pathfinder 2E. It's like the halfway point. It's the 50% Pathfinder. As we left off, Trishik was getting jumped by a man. Everybody roll me some initiative here, and Trishik's lizard senses have told him that something is afoot.
Gerkahak! Everyone's gonna get plus. Oh god, I think it's +4 now.
Sweet.
To initiative?
Ew.
Hang
What?
on. Heightened level 9, bonus increases to +4.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Yep.
I'll take it.
That's ridiculous. I
And
guess-
do we have +1 from scouting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
oh,
stack,
baby.
they're
Because
different
that's
things.
status and scouting
Status and
circumstance.
circumstance.
Wow,
yep.
I'm at +8. This is the good
From
time.
what?
Drakeheart gives me +3 to perception, which
It's
adds
item.
It's an item, it's stats.
directly.
Get everything.
I'm up +6.
Oh, boy.
All right, Rez.
So 43.
Rasheen.
+5. 46.
You get 43.
43.
I forgot immediately.
And
what
I
you
was
told me.
constantly casting Allegro on Roshin
Right.
still.
Resme.
38. I rolled a 5.
Nice +8, idiot. Trishik.
I freaking hate you.
36.
What's
I
happening?
rolled a 3.
He didn't get the roll for
Marshall.
stealth.
I got the 20
45.
Oh
to
my god, you're almost first.
not get ganked.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then the gankist.
I don't.
Genghis Khan.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry, that was like low-hanging fruit.
Got a 43.
I didn't say you can go in front of me.
Still,
I didn't give permission.
that's great.
Okay.
Does he have his hall pass?
Roshin, you see as well something happening in this room here. And between Trishik sensing it and the telepathic link and Resme and your magic, you feel the call of battle before anything. There's a guy lunging at Trishik inside the room.
All right.
Are they my level or lower?
Yes.
They cannot flank me.
Okay, it's one guy, so he
I-
can't flank
it just-
you anyway.
I don't know how many people there might be.
He didn't see that one.
I would be concerned if one guy could flank you. He knows something.
I'm not flat.
Darius
Oh,
from
this
Range
actually-
Aeons again.
This actually makes sense. I cannot be flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of my level or lower.
Ah, well, that was
I
what the
just
20 was for.
knew he was there. There you go.
Roshin.
Roshin is like, without even seeming to realize it, she's just gonna kind of like move down the hallway like she's falling down the hallway.
It's just bold.
Like just kind of like just
call of
conflict just
murder.
hauls her around the corner, and she's gonna just spin around the doorway and just almost puppet-like, just kind of twist her head a bit as the body follows around with that sword up. And the first thing is going to be a scare to death action.
And as you see this man in here,
I'm scared.
black clad, brought about with a fairly tight-fitting, thin leather armors, including a kerchief wrapped all the way around the lower half of his face, obscuring everything from his nose down. Most of their features, save for the man's eyes, which are surprisingly kind of weathered and aged, hidden. There are no visible insignias of any organization.
Plausible deniability.
He
Always good.
it does not appear to be a Scarlet Triad member, and you cannot prove he's part of the Aspis Consortium. So, give me your scare to death.
It's only a 5. Have this hero point.
We have gone through some hero
Yeah,
points.
Mr. T, 1976. Thank you for the hero point.
Mr. T has to be the one to give you the scare to death point.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you,
12
Mr.
on the
T.
die.
Mr. T like the drink for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's the way it's spelled. 34, 36, 46.
46 will regular succeed. Frightened 2. This man is fear stricken into his heart as before he can even land his blow.
And Roshin is just going to shoulder check him and just shove action to get him off Trishik.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's an 18 plus, oh boy, 46.
46 will critically succeed, flinging
feet
him all the
back.
way back to the wall. You can,
Follow for free.
You're not shoulder checking him. You are football tackling him all the way back into the wall, slamming into a set of the cabinets that have mostly been vacated here. And you have
Stride from Allegro.
So you got one-
Scare to death, shove.
one left.
One left.
Bully.
Actually, quick coercion. Follow your boss, get out of here, or we'll leave your head on the floor. It's only a 4 on the die. I'm out of hero points. 38? He's pretty frightened. I don't know, maybe.
Frightened 1.
That 2. Frightened 2.
Oh, frightened 2, right? He's frightened 2 because that was scared to death, which is powerful. And he looks a bit shaken, but as he's got a surprisingly kind of thin but surprisingly large scimitar for these assassin types in his hand here. He turns his focus, having been caught like mid-lunge, picked up and barreled into the wall from Trishik to you, and attempts to right himself, but says nothing and does not appear to be backing down.
Okie dokie.
That's his
Marshall.
mistake.
He has until my initiative to regret his decision.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and mosey on over into the room and see what's going on.
And as you get in here, this office is a pretty standard ceiling, maybe about 9 feet overhead. You got room for Big Marshall, but not Mega Marshall. And you can see Rashin's got this dude slammed up into a bunch of cabinets, and he's got a little scimitar pivoted around like he's going to stab her with it.
Well,
Trishik's just kind of looking like,
I was like, I saw him. I knew he was
is-
there.
this
He
is
wasn't
kind
gonna
of
do
a
much.
this is kind of a small room. And
Trishik,
already
you would know
have-
there are several more with your perception check. And
Okay.
this
you
is
can
kind
say that quickly, even though you're not having come up yet, as Marshall comes in.
There are a few of them.
Oh, well, in that case,
Nod my head towards the wall directly behind me.
well, the room's already kind of packed full because of my fellow large friend here. So I'm just gonna do something a little bit. I haven't done this in a bit. Old Slappy. Change Big Red into Old Slappy.
Hailbird.
How do you deal with rogues?
Ghost of
Pancake.
Azan Rasheen for frightening your enemies before, doing the other checks.
And
Why, thank
then
That's 2. You got one left.
I'm gonna get angry and stay regular size.
Okay, you're just real mad.
Ah!
That's just Marshall.
Pushed back against the wall here with his scimitar in hand.
There's never a single rogue.
Never, ever, ever.
That's
Reese.
why I called out.
Reese.
That doesn't count.
But there was one.
That doesn't count.
It counts.
Like the chocolate with the peanut butter?
Well, she became Reese's Pieces, yes. That was, but
Oh.
it was just Reese when she showed up, though.
Gotcha.
Now you're making my sweet.
That
tooth
was Strange
just
Aeons,
hunger.
right?
That was Strange Aeons,
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Reese's
That's first
Pieces
edition.
was great. Still one of the greatest jokes ever in our adventures that it just stuck in my head so good. He is going to flip this scimitar around, slicing down, and immediately, almost effortlessly, you catch his blade with yours and catch it on the guard. But it almost seems like that was his intention. As he twists his wrist with his close confine and flicks the blade around, attempting to force yours from your hands.
He's trying to disarm me.
He's trying to disarm you.
He's trying to disarm me.
Has this ever happened?
Is he
He's
flirting
trying
with
to
you?
disarm
About to
her.
find out.
No, like, have we ever legitimately
42.
rolled a disarm?
It's against a what is it?
It is
Reflex,
reflex
DC?
DC.
42
like
is
one
gonna
other time.
be a
remember.
normal success.
With a normal success, he forces your sword out of your hand and down to the floor. You,
So, like it's like out of my hand now.
you are disarmed. Your sword is on the ground.
He disarmed you.
Punch him in the face.
So that's the way it's gonna be.
How do you make disarm work? Just make the monster say it works on a regular success.
There you
Easy. But it does
Wow.
take him a vested effort to do so. This is not a particularly quick action. And with what he has left, he twists the scimitar around and just kind of defensively cuts at you.
Reactive shield.
Clang.
He didn't disarm the shield.
Did not disarm the shield.
Probably would have been a better option.
His
And
mistake.
yeah, you're very easily able to fend this off. But from that, as Marshall rages up from the other side of the door, another one of these agents lunges out from the shadows, slashing towards you with his scimitar, as you're not really positive where exactly
Towards
it's
me?
coming from. Towards you. Do you also ignore? I know barbarians didn't want
They
you.
do.
You
Deny
ignore
advantage.
flat-footed, deny advantage. So you are not flat-footed this attack.
You can't be flat-footed either.
He is just gonna swing at you.
It's true, actually.
Well, he doesn't need flat-footed if he just rolls a natural 20. This is the first one I've rolled today, to be fair.
Fortification room.
Fortification room, get in
Man,
there.
So many.
That's a 1 on the die. No.
The double crits, no. No!
Chris.
The good news is,
I don't want this
losing
anymore.
all of his sneak attack damage means this is not really going to do that
He
much.
doesn't have sneak attack. They are strength characters.
They are strength throws.
They are scimitar battering you.
You still
What?
lose all of the precision.
He doesn't have any precision.
Scimitar
you
get
take
practice.
19 points of slashing
They're
damage.
not rogues. They're sneaky
Only
fighters.
19.
First strike here. You
Okay.
keep thinking. We're 2 years in this campaign, and you keep trying to give NPCs character roles, and that's not how the game works. They're not. They are Aspis agents. Is their
Says it right
class.
there in the book.
You see, that translates to stealth fighter.
The word rogue isn't anywhere in there.
And then he's going to follow it up with a secondary slash for a 37
That's exact hit.
Mow.
while you're small.
Yes. -1 while raging.
While you're small and raging.
Really? But because you're not as clumsy anymore either, right?
You're only clumsy one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's with the
okay.
clumsy one? Okay.
You know
That's
that's
why I was
good.
checking.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Our
I was
AC
hoping.
should be the same.
And
Well, it's 38 when I'm normal, 37 when I'm raging small, 36 when I'm raging big.
this follow-up attack getting a bit stronger as the scimitar kind of really allows its wielder to put more force behind successive blows. Going for 21 points of slashing damage.
That's not too bad.
And then you got a halberd in your hand. There
Yeah.
is absolutely no point to him stepping back, and he's not stupid, so he's not going to. He is, in fact, just going to swing again. That one's not going to hit you, for sure. -10, no way that one's getting in there.
That's adorable.
A third emerges from closer to the corner on the opposite side of the room, and immediately lunging out in a flanking position behind Rasheen as her weapon is down, taking advantage to spin and slash this scimitar towards her. Well, he keeps his face towards you two to protect himself.
Roshin's sword is actually, his gauntleted arm is actually going to flick out to deflect her without even looking because I'm still under foresight and I can't get flanked. I can't get flat-footed while I'm under
Solid. Well, I was going to ask if you had the 9 advantage, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That's
more
foresight.
tokens.
Oh, yeah, I got more tokens. Here is the second guy.
Her eyes
here
go
was the
yellow,
third
and she
lady.
senses a disturbance in the file cabinets.
It's appropriate that all the people immune to flanking walked into the room with all the rogues.
Yeah, that's
There's no rogues in this. You're the only rogue in the
You're the
room.
only rogue here.
Are you dropping something? Oh, you're fist bumping. Okay.
39 to hit.
Oh, he's swinging at me.
They're swinging at you.
Okay.
Never happens.
I didn't take a swing last time, so I'm still under full
Do you
curse
need to make a
penalty.
strike?
Strike.
Because shove's not a
An
strike.
attack,
No,
it
it's
is
an
not a
attack,
strike.
it's
So
not a
that's
strike.
actually a normal hit.
Wow.
And as he strikes you, armored gauntlet notwithstanding,
Technically,
without-
it's a shield up. But,
shield up, without a weapon really to assist you to parry, scimitar is a pretty decent battering weapon, and you can't really hold your shield at both. And it seems to be able to land pretty well more effective strikes while you have nothing to keep him out past arm's reach here.
Gauntlet?
Scarlet is not a wielded. I'm gonna say that's not a wielded weapon that's
Okay.
gonna prevent
And
this.
shield
I think
doesn't
we
count
had
either.
this talk before,
Oh, we might have actually. Yeah.
but it's actually happening now.
Yeah, it is. Shield block reaction.
Alrighty, he is going to catch you for 29 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so he's going to catch me for 14.
And then you don't look injured literally at all by now. Not really, I imagine.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm
that's
fine.
the first actual blow that's landed on you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then she is going to pivot around, taking the momentum from this, and sweep the scimitar back towards Marshall. So -4 because sweep trait.
Ooh.
Janitors.
Which makes it a 37 because of the sweep bonus.
What the? All right.
And the +1.
And it's forceful. So,
That's extra 1 damage.
yeah.
Oh, and that was a step and swing too.
No, she just. Oh, she's not right. I couldn't.
It'd have to be at me.
Step and swing, then yeah, step and swing back that way, which actually wouldn't give her sweep, which would mean she's missed.
Oh. Yeah.
It would realistically. I thought she could sweep. It'd be a Trishik then.
What'd you say again?
The 37 does that hit you?
Would I have a reaction because I saw them?
I give you the reaction because you have it.
Then it will
You
miss.
saw him. Then yeah, you'll miss a nimble dodge. That's fair. That's on me. Raz.
Oh, Raz is gonna walk forward until he can see all 3 of them. So I can see all 3 of them. 5 all the room. Let me all the way up. I'm behind Marshall. I'm right behind Marshall.
If it was just you in the room, I totally would.
Lala Alethriam. Gonna cast a level 3 fear on all 3 of them.
Good man.
You might want to surrender now.
Please quit.
Roshin's a little mad.
Well,
Guy is the
There-
guy who's already frightened. So he has
Are
a
you
-2.
secretly a barbarian too?
Ooh, that's bad. I add all those together and it's below the average for 1d20.
oh boy.
Okay, so the guy nearest the door, we'll go right to left on the screen. I got a, what's your DC? They
38.
literally all critically fell.
Frightened 3.
Yeah, because he's frightened too, so that's also a 4. Yep, they all critically fell.
Frightened 3 and fleeing for 1 round.
Well, I guess they're done. Alright, press me. You immediately see the 3 of them attempt to break combat.
I will move up so that I can see into the room as well.
They are all coming towards the door now.
That's not good. What did I forget to give
Terror in their
Roisin?
eyes.
What did I forget? That's right. Thoughtful gift. She'll warp Roshin's sword into her hand for 1 action.
Hey, wait a minute. Where'd it go?
And it's just in your hand.
Jumps back up off the floor.
Well, that's convenient.
I know that's what you always wanted. That's just 1 action.
Okay.
And
Are you sure you don't have to have it?
Nope.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's
pretty
really
good.
cool.
At least I don't think I do. I'll check later.
I don't care enough to look it up. You have 1 action left.
Oh god, everyone see everything. I don't know what they're gonna do, but now you all do. And she'll
running.
throw out a true sight
True target?
to get. Yeah, I always confuse true
You
target.
have to pick a target. That's
One
the
guy,
true
pick a
target.
guy.
I don't think that's what you wanted to do.
Now, if I can only pick one, that's fine. I'm gonna step back behind the wall because if they're all gonna run out this door, I would like to not be there.
Well, they're trying, Trishik.
How many lights are in the room?
Several. Like a half dozen, probably. It's fairly well lit little office.
Can I put them all out as my full turn?
No.
No.
I was gonna have Marshall close the door.
You a bad man.
Can I and Roshin put them all out?
You can put out half of them. You can put out the ones on your side of the room as your entire turn. If you wish to do that, just reach out and start snuffing torches. It's not really going to meaningfully affect the light level in the chamber.
But if
But,
all the lights out and I'm the only one who can
that's-
see,
That's half of them. Rasheen,
I'm gonna say, Roshin, please get the others. Marshall, get the door.
Why are we fighting them? Just let them run.
It's not this fun.
We have a lot of work to do, and she's just going to shove this one towards the door.
will willingly fail. That's where she's trying to go. Oh, you shove her.
Shove out the door.
Go.
Allegro action, step behind this one, shove out the door. Go on, get out of here.
Shepherding people out. Marshall.
This isn't going the way I thought.
Evil characters. Let's
I'm
trap
just
the fleeing
stepping off to
persons
the
in the
side to
room.
let them pass.
Oh, come on. You can't. You're not going to let me have any fun. Well, there's
You
at least
just
one
killed
left.
a demon.
There's always there's so many more rooms, Marshall, full of triad agents.
Oh, I'm at least going to take care of one. I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm going to sudden charge this guy.
You can't go 10 steps without murder, can you, Marshall?
You
Nope.
run up.
Natural one.
That's a 5.
36.
30, he's frightened. 3. 36 will hit him. Fixing your negative balance, Rasheen. Crimson Nexus has a hero point for you.
Thank you.
Take it.
That's 7. Okay, that's 9,
Fixing your negative balance.
12, 6, 18. 43 stabbing damage.
Poke.
Poke.
All right. You got one action left.
Gonna poke him again, because
Poke.
I can.
Poke him.
Because
Poor
I am a
man.
bully.
He getting stabbed.
Nat 20.
He's dead.
I stab him, and then as he's trying to get away, just come around, slice.
Okay, I have problems.
Well,
Yeah.
One
don't
down,
have issues.
2 to go.
the two people in the hallway are going to desperately flee towards these stairs, which is absolutely... Oh, yeah, you're over there now. So they are, assuming you just let them by, going to
Yep.
very run. Very run.
Have a very merry
very,
runaway.
very run.
Go away.
They're not interested in this
No one is
anymore.
right.
And the plausibly deniable Aspis Consortium
Please
agents.
tell me they actually run by him on the way out. Like, I just want to see where he hasn't even gotten all the way out of the museum yet, and he just
Well,
watches
they're
them.
fleeing in terror, and he's just kind of whistling while you work, making his way up the stairs. They probably would blow by him on the way out. Yeah. He is somewhere upstairs. Eatrim is... you cannot hire good help these days. I mean, I don't know these people.
Who could they be?
What strange folk?
I feel like that was the better scene anyway.
Oh, with that, I'll turn old Slappy back into Big Red and sit
Comment
down
music.
if we have time.
Yeah,
No.
it's a bit of a waste,
You have
actually.
a nice corner office here, there, which does only appear to have one single
It's
entrance.
got a lovely view out the window.
And
I would like to keep moving because we have things that.
Well, there might actually be something that he left behind if he was running in a bit of a thing. Honestly, I'm not interested in burning down the Aspis Consortium just yet. But if they give us some kindling, it might be good to have in our back pocket. I'm just saying.
I am totally fine looking at this on our way out.
You know, that's fair. They're probably not coming back.
All right.
well, looks like we're not getting potato time.
No tater time. That's fine.
Marshall really wants tater time.
But
Hungry.
Trishik, as you're looking around the room for the 20 that you rolled earlier, you look towards the southernmost corner of the chamber, and you're pretty sure there's still agents in this room.
Gonna turn towards where I had nodded earlier, directly behind me. That 2 empty squares.
That's.
Would you like to be leaving now?
Please just let them leave. Come on, guys. Come on.
You see
Let's
the
go.
door just kind of a little bit. As someone
See, Trishik, professionalism. That's what I like about you.
Trishik, you are such a good guy. Thank you so much for being part of my team and making me believe in goodness.
Yes, exactly.
What am I?
No, you're
You're a
also
rat.
very
You have no
nice.
moral compass.
You're right, I don't.
You...
It's not like I wanted to close the door, lock him in the dark, and then take
But we
turns.
don't know.
I
that.
can't read your mind. I don't know.
It's okay. Marshall knows.
Marshall's on a wavelength.
With the room cleared, probably. The group of you are left with an office that you can return to later. Seems to be the prevailing opinion, meaning that you have the hallway leading the opposite direction, or your new magic secret doorway. You can proceed.
I mean, it's
through.
have to reload. She's going to pull out a scroll, toss it into the air. It's going to glow briefly, wrap around the sword before flaring with light and vanishing as the magic gets sucked back into the sword.
He's got another searing light. He's got a
Put
bunch
another
of
searing light.
lights.
Huh?
But you found a lot. You fought a lot of demons in here
I'm
so
thinking
far.
I might have
so-
another use for a searing light spell.
I mean,
just have
So
this
it's not the
feeling.
first time that the Scarlet Triad has showed up with a buttload of demons.
Dude, that's
Some
searing
among us
light.
may remember Brazak Il-Varashma,
Master
Conjurer.
I still have that man's hair.
Raz doesn't.
And
Rez doesn't,
yeah.
no.
And she'll load actually
that
with her
wall.
doubling ring. She'll load a divine lance in her gauntlet.
Because that's the thing you can do.
'Cause
A
it's the thing
doubling
I
ring.
can
A
do.
doubling ring.
Aren't
Your
you glad
spell
that I
storing
mentioned
rune
that?
is.
I'm really glad you did.
It's
I'm like,
such a weird, like,
it's
niche
a
item.
weird little interaction,
Just
and it
don't
absolutely
get disarmed again.
works.
yeah. I mean, what are the odds of that happening again?
Yeah, 'cause
The last
getting-
time you said that,
It
was
getting
about-
disarmed.
golems all the way down.
it was
off
about
the
it was about
gauntlet.
sonic damage, and we literally went into a sonic damage fight the next like 5 minutes later.
2 of them.
2 of them, back to back.
And whenever you say searing light, I always imagine it's LITE. Like there's like a bigger one that you get later, like when
a
it's
fresh-
full
Oh, I thought
force.
more like it was a
Get a fresh
crappy
brew of
Walmart
searing
beer.
Searing light.
You know, like, the fresh watered down taste of searing light.
Right, exactly.
Get a-
Milani's chosen.
No, that's the flavor. The flavor of Milani's chosen. Then there's Saren Ray's fire.
You should write commercials.
Oh my god, that was so precious. That was a winner. We're
Where are
good.
we going?
After all the murder.
Right, down the hallway again. We're being
Yeah.
thorough, right?
Yep.
Get you a keg of Torag's anvil, I guess.
You
You
tried.
lost.
It's okay.
I lost.
Horax Lager.
It's dead and Derp killed it. So you.
You're welcome.
He assassinated it.
And here we go.
Following this hallway, this one winds a pretty decent distance, and as you make it down here, the opposite from the office and past this large, strange, the huge vaulted chamber that signaled the entrance to these catacombs beneath the pyramid, it's back to a much more traditional size. A ceiling a bit high, maybe 12 feet overhead, a 10-foot wide passage, and as you travel, the walls pass from ancient, worn stone to something that's in just very slightly better condition. Murals have persevered along the west and north walls here. As you travel down this corridor, as it kind of angles a little bit to the left before sharply turning 90 degrees to the right, depicting what appears to be a war. Not just a single battlefield, but a prolonged combat, repeatedly showing the images of 5. I would say at this point, at least Resme could tell you that these are various genies, supported by a very large number of almost random, smaller, heroic figures, fighting a war against what appeared to be Freeti, the fire genies. No one's recalling knowledge as you walk, so that's about what you get. But give me a perception check from the Seekers here, Trishik and Resme.
37.
Numbers.
39.
And as you were kind of looking at this, the corner angles around and seems to fork off once more, again leading to a fairly massive iron banded wooden door in front of you, which is it's an impressive description, but unremarkable. It's pretty standard for like a door of this size to have some degree of reinforcement on it, just due to the bulk of the thing itself, to give it some structural integrity. It's not in any way reinforced or difficult to push through at all. It's just large, almost spanning the whole width of the chamber. The hallway again hooks another 90 degrees down to the right, seeming to match up with the one that you had passed by on the southern end. But is it Trishik leading here? Is he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of looking
Yeah.
through things?
And as we're going, I'm actually going to change tack and not be doing Allegro anymore. It's going to be Inspired Defense.
Okay. Trishik, as you pass through this sort of intersection here, how, I would say realistically, you and Roshina Marshall at the front of the pack a little ways behind you would from nowhere hear a piercing scream, echoing, reverberating inside your head. And Raz and Resme, you would immediately see the three of them kind of stop and stagger, and something is very clearly wrong.
Sorry, headphone users.
You three make me a will save.
Divine Aegis. Is it a divine effect?
It is doesn't see. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
It would probably be arcane.
I'll get +1 then.
But it just says magical, so...
Doesn't have the divine keyword. That's the important thing.
Okay, fair enough. Divine is bad?
Divine Age is basically I become more vulnerable to divine effects to be stronger against everything else.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Not divine, you're good.
And we get the bonus from Raz's
Inspired defense.
Inspired defense is
+1, I believe.
Yep.
yeah saves. A question though: can I surmise if it's auditorial, like they're being affected by some sort of auditory effect?
You don't hear anything, so you just kind of see them. It looks like they just had a stroke or something. They just doubled over, holding their heads. You don't hear anything.
42.
42.
29.
43.
43. 42 and 43 will both succeed.
Critical.
Critical.
29 will critically fail. And you see Trishik in the front here. Well, you don't so much see him most of the time, as he is very sneaky. You're just kind of following
know.
at a respectable distance based off what he's telling Resume through his brain. You see him appear as he hunkered over is almost incapacitated by pain. You are paralyzed. And
Well, that's not good.
you two hear this, and it's like debilitating, it's painful, but you overcome it pretty rapidly.
Is it still happening?
No, it's a brief single screech.
Oh my gosh. Trishik, are you okay?
Oh, he does
I
not
can't
look...
really
You can't even respond. You are.
I can respond.
You can respond mentally. You can take mental. You can respond through the eye of the wise.
Not exactly sure what happened.
He doesn't look okay.
But
Pain
at that,
and
the
cannot
doors in
move.
front of you, Iron Bandit, throw open to reveal 3 more Scarlet Triad agents within. Swords and clubs drawn, somewhat confused, whose eyes would immediately fall upon Trishik and the rest of the party here as you're looking at them. There are 3 question marks. I'm going to need everyone to roll me some initiative.
Battle cry.
You can absolutely battle cry. You were solidly in battle cry
I
range.
really don't want to do this.
I will also battle cry.
And +1 from my scouting.
Nat 20.
Nice.
What does that give you? Big number?
Yes, a very big number.
Oh, you good?
What is the big number?
Oh, sorry,
Do you wanna
51.
share? Okay, 51. Rasheen?
42.
42. Rez?
33.
33. Wow, that's so striated. Holy crap.
Interesting question. This doesn't say I get revealed in any way.
I mean, you can't.
I
be
think you
sneaking.
stopped.
are
You
not
stopped
sneaking.
sneaking.
I just stopped moving entirely if I was already sneaking.
You are not taking any actions. You're no longer hiding.
Yeah. You're just.
You're just lying on the
You're
ground.
just
You
there.
have to roll perception for initiative too, because you can't be taking
Yeah.
an exploration action right now. You're not invisible. You're very good at hiding. It's something that requires like effort.
42.
What do you? 41.
I got 42 as well.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
And Marshall.
I also got a 33. Do you want me to go first, or you want to
You can go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
We'll do this, and let me roll 3 gentlemen. Which you will battle cry the front 2 of them before they actually get to go.
That was kind of low.
Didn't you already battle cry?
No, that was my initiative.
Oh.
Battle cry happens afterwards.
Paralyzed does not make you prone.
Yeah.
No? Why would it make you prone?
I'm.
Oh, I meant just like it's
Okay.
visible.
Actually, I'm not gonna battle cry.
Okay.
I got a 33.
33
I'm thinking.
will fail. So the topmost one gets a 38. Just gonna put him right up in here.
The paralyzed man was faster.
You can react.
Sure.
You're not like you can only do mental things, but you still like are cognizant.
I can just in my mind go grr.
We actually have a guy in the front, second guy in the front, guy in the back.
How are you slower than Raz? I rolled a 5.
Did
I
he
rolled
roll
a
a
7, and you're 2 levels higher than them, so
Also,
the math works out.
Also improved initiative.
Fair, they don't. These are beefy boys. All right, Resme then with a natural 20, obviously going first here.
Resme will see that Trishik is down. And she will. This is like one of the few times when this is actually gonna, actually maybe work. I'm gonna throw throw me up. No, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Okay.
Math.
I am going. They are in that doorway. I'm gonna throw out a chain lightning. Arctis.
Fair enough.
I feel like the resume falls back to when she has no other plans.
It's a
Chain
good. It's a
lightning.
good backup.
It's
No,
a
it's
good
more
backup.
like it's
Dude.
rare that I have 3 people in my line of sight standing all there in the
Pretty good.
doorway.
And it's looking through the doorway. You can see sets of bunk beds set in the room. A large rectangular table in the center with a hooded lantern set atop. It appears to be a barracks that they are pouring out of here. So
there's-
chain lightning on 3 boys.
Unless there's more of them in there.
Wow. So I don't know if you're going to be happy or sad, because you're definitely going to be sad right now. First guy got a natural 20. Third guy also got a natural 20. So even if it's completely
Wow.
wasted because
Okay.
it didn't get to him.
Hey, you bled those natural 20s out.
Yeah, I blew 2 natural 20s on 3D20s that I'm never going to get back. But as you shoot that surge out, the first guy ducking out of the way and blasts into the bunk beds behind him.
Those poor beds.
Yeah, setting the linen smoldering, certainly, and leaving you with 1 action.
Throw up a shield, look really grumpy.
Ding.
Sad dink. Roshin.
Roshin is going to step in front of Trushik,
We haven't had a session with just combat.
I know,
Well,
right?
This is go.
and she's going to her eye is going to kind of flash red, her crimson eye, and her hag blood's going to reach out to their minds to rend their perceptions of friend and foe. So that's going to be hallucination, targeting all 3 of them at level 6. They need a will save.
Wow, I'm fire rolling on these guys, and I want to roll like 3s on attacks. 41
Normal
on the
success.
first guy, 43 on the second guy,
Normal success.
26 on the guy in the back.
Critical failure.
That one wasn't great.
Okay. So success is it's gonna say okay. So the 2 guys are gonna. So basically, what they're gonna see is they're gonna see we all look like friendly Triad agents. They look like heroes of Breach
On
Hill.
a success?
Well, the success is they see what I want them to, but they know it's a hallucination.
Okay.
All right. The failure, the critical failure is they perceive what I want until it disbelieves, and it trusts its false senses, taking a -4 circumstance penalty to disbelieve the illusion I crafted for him.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
So any Scarlet Triad agents are going to look hostile, and we're all going to look friendly. But the two in front know it's an illusion, but we still look friendly.
Fair enough. Trishik,
They're
you
gonna feel real
are
bad about it.
paralyzed, but you could take mental actions if there's anything you can really do.
Mark for death.
That is always the right
Eye
answer.
just rolls over.
Which one?
Probably the third one.
The guy in the back?
Yeah.
I think-
He's the least likely
He's
to
a
be
loser.
alive, or he's the most likely to be alive at the point of which I am no longer
Alright,
paralyzed.
well, make me a will save.
Paralyzed. He didn't fall over. He's just standing looming, and his eyes just roll over and lock
He
to
looks
one guy.
bad.
19. A success is a critical success.
On will saves?
Yep.
On a rogue?
Yep.
Yeah, level
Yeah,
17.
At level 17 is when you typically get your second.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of your turn there, the paralysis will end, and you will start to regain motor function. So in the front, the guy on the left here is just sort of looking and sees you transform and looks next to him. What the hell is this trickery? And steps forward and just takes some swings at Rasheen because he knows it's fake, so...
So the guy behind him sees.
Other guy.
Oh, the other guy.
Yeah.
Yes. So the guy behind him sees him attack. Sees the hero
Yeah,
attacking
he
a
sees the
Triad
hero,
agent.
he sees you switch places in the hero attack.
Reactive shield.
42.
Normal hit.
And that is going to... What is this one? That
Shield
is
block.
D6s.
Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, might as well.
23 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie. So that's going to be 8.
I'm going to follow it up with a 43 with the club. That's a 42
Sorry,
hit. I'm sure
43.
43
Yeah,
does
yeah.
too,
That's a normal hit.
I'm already on the dice. Don't worry.
You're great.
That's going to be 35 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of sets you up with the scimitar for this big, like, haymaker swing with the club.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
And as that connects with you, It is going to knock you pretty heavily off balance. You are going to be slowed 1.
Picking a different one every time.
Yeah, he's got debilitations. He gets a bunch.
Wait, these guys are more rogues than.
The dude who walks up and just goes whack, gets rogue debilitations. I don't think you can do slowed though, can you?
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, fair enough. The guy in the back.
I can do a lot of different debilitations.
The guy in the back is fully trust this hallucination. So what gives him a chance to disbelieve when he like swings? Or like when he interacts with, I guess it'll be like attacking or whatever.
So the hallucination is
Maybe it's
you
his
can
friend.
attempt. You get initial will save. You also receive a will save to disbelieve the illusion every time they seek or directly interact with the hallucination.
Well,
So
because his immediate response, he trusts it, but he does see the 2 guys in front of him transform into the Heroes of Breach Roll, and he sees 5 Scarlet Triad members, one of which is 11 feet tall. His response to this is going to be visible confusion. He's definitely going to take a seek action.
Okay.
He trusts it, but he has no idea what's going on. And just kind of wordlessly, he staggers back a little bit, looking mostly at the sudden giant ogre that he doesn't remember that they hired, but they apparently have now.
Fair enough.
I just,
-4 on
Minus
that thing?
4 on this, yeah.
It's above his pay
30.
grade.
30, it's a fail.
So he still believes it.
Yep.
I'm not sure what to do. He's just going to start swinging at the woman in front of him. Where'd they all come from? Where did they go? What are you doing?
from?
Whatever
Cotton Eye
happened,
Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Then he just swings at you.
Thank you.
Or swings at
So
the
happy.
swings at the girl in front of him. Gets a 49. He critically hits her.
He's scared. Fear does something to a man.
And she's gonna take the hit and kind of stumble. Like, what the hell? It's an illusion, obviously.
Kills.
He is
Kills-
going to
kills
take
their ally.
58 points
Whoops.
of damage.
So good.
and inflict also
oh my
slow.
god, maybe mom's got it right.
And this was a 2-action activity, so he's swinging with a club too. He doesn't get a chance in between there. It's 1 action.
That's awesome.
Natural 1. Okay. She
You don't want to
calls
re-roll
out-
that?
No. She calls out in pain, and he hears Raz's little rat voice. He's like, "What?" Make another will save, which is going to be a 32.
So
And
still a
he's-
fail. Yeah, no, I mean, this is the reality. This has happened.
This is giving me a fantastic idea on how to gaslight a future Scarlet
You can't
Triad.
fool me, heroes! Hitting her. Marshall.
Marshall's watching
Heroes.
this and he's like, what have they did, Roisin? That's hilarious.
Yeah, you don't see anything. He's just suddenly beating the crap out of her.
Well, I mean, I recognize when Roisin casts spells and
This
then
is
they
not
start
magic,
acting
but,
funny.
but you don't visibly see any effect. They just have gone crazy, as far as you can tell.
I mean, Roisin cast a spell and they're
don't know-
going crazy.
Listen, Marshall knows Roisin well enough that she's doing something that's funny.
That's actually par for course for this entire party.
I guess that's fair. You all cast spells and people go crazy.
All right, so Marshall's gonna get angry, but stay the same size because it's a very tight space, and then he's gonna sun charge the one right in front of him.
Neum.
That is a 3 on the die, so that's a 34.
34 is not going to hit him.
Sad.
Now, as you come in swinging Raz in the back here,
I look at the one Marshall that says, "Hey, you want to hear a funny joke? Why did the pony have a hard time talking?
Oh no, not this one.
Oh my god, I
already
hate this
screwed
joke.
it
Why
up.
did the horse have a hard time?
Because he's a
ponying?
horse." Hideous laughter.
not again.
I hate you.
You can't use the same joke.
Yes,
This man's never heard the joke before.
That's the great thing about working retail. You can use the same joke 1,000 times a day because it's 1,000 different people who've never heard it.
29.
How do you think?
Oh, he fails, so he's slowed 1, can't use reactions.
Blood one, he's giggling.
As long as I am sustaining the spell.
It's funny. All right, you got 1 action left?
And then I'm going to inspire courage as a triumphantly doot.
Triumphantly do.
Status.
I'm not leaving this corner. This corner is safe.
Got some space here. The woman, being battered here, is gonna quickly step up away from her ally. And just call back down. Make it daft! Use your damn senses for 1 second! And start swinging at Roisin.
That's adorable.
Ooh,
Ooh.
51.
Reroll
Oh.
that.
Yeah, reroll that. Foresight.
38.
38. Miss.
You have foresight again?
Oh,
When
it's
did you
for
put
an hour.
foresight?
It lasts for a whole hour.
It's every attack for a whole hour.
It's
As long as
her
I
reaction.
use my reaction on it. So
Oh,
I
okay,
can't
okay,
nimble
okay.
dodge, but I can use my reaction to do
I
that.
see.
It's very nice.
That's
It's
pretty,
level 9.
That's pretty neat.
It's level 9. It should be really hot.
And then coming in with a 50 even, 49 with the club swing afterwards.
Club swing with a 49. Do they get like a bonus to swing the 49? The
They
club swing?
don't take multiple attack penalty.
Oh, okay.
It's a commit 1/2. It's like
Nice.
the most common NPC enemy ability. 2 weapon, 2 action, 1/2, no
So
map.
because the inspired defense went away, that's a critical hit.
Heh.
Oh, well.
46 points of bonk.
Ouch.
Yeah. Wow.
But they don't get the extra effect of the damage because they had to hit you with both.
Okay,
See?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Resume.
Friend, don't believe it. We're here to reinforce you. Allegro Maxima. And I'm going to haste everyone, including him.
This is fantastic.
Okay.
So, have you heard of this lovely term called gaslighting?
This is professional magic gaslighting. We got 1 action left.
I'm gonna cheer everybody on. I'm gonna be like, that's right, guys, you can do it. We're here.
team! It looks like it's going pretty fine for team, honestly. Roisin just got conked pretty good, but that's nothing. She's not.
That's
That's par for
really
course.
Par for the
that's
course.
Roisin, you're slowed 1.
I'm hasted
2
now.
You are a normal person. You have free action.
Normal Roshin.
Normal Roshin. Let's see here. Are we hitting different people right now? Or have we been hitting the same
Literally
person?
only the guy in front of you has been hurt at all.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So
Nobody else has any damage.
I will continue to hit that person.
Marshall's whiffed.
Oh, and
But
also
he's laughing now.
You hit him, or you hit her. He hit her. Marshall's also there. It's a great time for everyone.
Oh, awesome. Bring that sword down for a hacking slash.
I'm just here.
Hey, you're doing great.
Reinforcing. He's holding the line.
42.
Definitely hits.
Into my.
43.
Still definitely hits.
Okay.
Ah.
Very
Ensuring
serious,
it.
not
Thank you.
33.
Thank you. That was
Secured.
good. That was good. That
I
was
recognized your spell.
Secured.
Secured.
good. Good damage, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
They're triad
they're
agents.
Definitely evil, yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Let's see here.
I don't know, the last guys were good.
13,
Last guy for neutral.
8, 23 slashing and good.
Okay.
My curse gets happy.
Made Curse Mom happy.
Curse mom gets happy. Curse mom.
Hate you, curse mom.
So that's my first action. Second action, you know what? I'm tired of getting hit a bunch. I'm gonna go and let's Grimeful shock. And I haven't done this in a
Go to
while.
Recante slaps out retaliatory. You haven't provoked 1 time from these guys, but they absolutely have it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, nobody has done anything to provoke. No, they don't. I'm dumb. I thought I was thinking it was the other guys.
That's what I was saying.
The
Liar!
Aspis guys had
Yeah.
it. I'm a brand back.
Okay.
I lied to you.
All right, cool.
I let
Cast
you
your
down.
spell.
You saw the
So
thought in his eyes.
that's a fortitude save.
He
Well,
missed.
they're good at that.
He missed attack of opportunity school.
42.
It's a normal success, so they're going to take half damage. It's level 5, so I need 10d6. I just roll 5d6.
What is this? Oh, Vampire Touch.
Vampire Touch, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what is it? Oh, 10d6 is Vampire Touch for sure.
5, 10, 15, 16, 19 negative damage, and I'm going to get 10 temporary hit points. 9 temporary hit points.
All right, Trishik.
You can move now.
You can haste. You can move a lot.
You are a person now. Your paralysis wears off. You are hasted. You are
I'm gonna-
a fast lizard. The guy in the back is marked, but you can't reach him.
No, that's for later.
Fair.
And he's a friend.
Because I can reach these.
Yeah, they are in melee range. They got
So-
light cover, but
I'm going to feint the one that's untouched.
okay. His perception DC is fantastic. You can
And
tell by their
let's
initiative it's
see.
probably not. No.
Deception 31. So that's a 38.
38 will succeed.
Slap.
Now he flat-footed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 47.
Am I still
That'll critically hit. You are not so slow, though.
Fortitude save.
I've discovered, by the way, the difference between slowed one for 1 turn and stunned one.
Oh.
Stunned applies immediately,
And you can't react.
and you can't use reactions while you're stunned.
Oh.
Slowed isn't until you get your reaction back and start next time. Okay, what was having?
Fortitude save.
The more you know.
DC 36.
36.
Not slowed 1.
Exactly.
We just discussed
There's
that.
been so
He's
many
already
exact
slowed one.
lethals today. Holy
He's
crap.
already slowed one.
He's
But
actually
it's
already
just a
slowed one.
critical effect of a
Yeah.
brawling group weapon. And I forgot, but
Slabs already forgets how to move.
I'm level 17. I get another D6 on all sneak attacks.
Sneaky.
Okay, your
So-
third sneak attack D6.
5, 10, 13, 14, 19, 23, 28, 33. That was a lot of 5s. 35, 45. And that was a
90?
crit, so 90.
Yeah, he's not alive. And no, that was the guy's untouched. No, he's
Yeah. So, you know,
Well, he's basically caught up. You've evened the front line out pretty well.
so you know what's going to happen.
You hit him again?
I'm going to faint again.
Oh, yeah, you have 2 actions left.
That's a 16 on the die or a 15?
I am
16.
sure
so that,
he's flat-footed. There's no way he's not.
Yes. I mean, I was hoping to get the big number on the first one so I could slap him 3 times.
Oh,
But,
yeah. So you get it for the whole round.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless, he's going to be flat-footed for this attack, whether you succeeded or critically succeeded.
7. So this might hit.
Maybe.
Minus
26, 33.
33 will not, no. But as you hit that or put the second swing in there, and now suddenly much more injured by the giant lizard. That same guy, as they kind of have formed a battle line in this hallway here,
A battle line where I can reach them.
to their insane friend behind them, who's just going bananas, is gonna call back to her again. Look, Hera, it's magic. Stop hitting us and help! And just swing up at Marshall. For a 45,
Regular hit.
not a crit. You love it when you don't crit.
Oh yeah. Although my fortification room's been working today, so most of the time.
21 points of slashing damage, not a good roll.
21. Okay.
And then absolutely going completely wide on the club with a natural 1 as he steps back a little bit. So seemingly a little concerned for his friend back here, who is still going bonkers.
This is your recompense for
action move.
the good saves.
Oh wait, was it? That's not a slow. That is a slow
So
guy.
that's
He
the
can't
slowed
step
one.
back, so he will
Yeah.
just stay right there. He will look back then. How the slow guy was the other dude.
Also, his friend's under the effect of Inspire Courage because he's an ally right now.
That's funny.
He's feeling awesome. He's hasted. He's feeling awesome.
Well,
Ignore these lies.
she's extremely confused. She's getting to seek. Spire Courage doesn't help her with that. Neither
Nope.
does haste. She's gonna seek. With her -4. 33.
It's still a fail.
And
You should really just accept this.
Just
She's
go back to
totally
bed.
real.
she's looking around, and or he's looking around rather, and he's gonna step back up to the woman. And as he goes to strike her once again, just calls out, "You might as well surrender. You'll never take our ogre." As he starts swinging.
That's right. Get into it.
Have an ogre. 37 is
She's flanked.
gonna hit on the flank. It's definitely not gonna hit.
+1
I'm having
damage.
such a good time, Roisin. Thank you.
24 points of slashing damage. The club comes in for the die that escapes. Club comes in. She's Inspire Courage, so that's 44. She's flanked. Crits her with the club. And she's just yelling out, "We don't pummel!" It's non-lethal, so she's just unconscious. But she's definitely down.
Oh, it's a sap?
It's a sap
That's hilarious.
Nice.
that they're swinging. And then he just raises the sap up, "Ha ha!" and swings with his fourth action because he's hasted at the other guy.
Way to go. Take him down.
So -10. He doesn't get map in the middle, but now he gets him for both. So this is not great. Yeah, it's definitely not hitting.
This guy is our friend forever.
You know, hallucination lasts for a whole hour.
Marshall. Well, they get another check from the attack. 25. Nope.
I think at that point he just gives up.
Oh, he had 2 people. Actually, he gets 2.
Oh no.
29. Nope. Still believes it.
Oh,
What's
did
your
he?
DC?
He went down to my DC's a 38, so he rolled a 25.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no.
He's
yeah,
already in critical failure.
Yeah, he's all
territory.
he's in
He-
critical.
Yeah, you would
he
know
needs
that he's our
an
friend right
18
now.
Yeah.
To overcome it. So, like, he's gonna believe this for a hot minute.
I look at Roshi and I'm like, so that one's helping us, right?
Oh no,
He's our
friendly, friendly.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I could take my time with this one. Potato.
Doesn't have attack opportunity.
Wouldn't matter.
Might as well.
He's giggling.
That's a 34 for
That
potato
doesn't stop
time.
for me, oh, okay.
The hideous
So
Oh,
action.
Hideous Laughter specifically does, right?
It stops
So
reactions.
that's
Stops
2d8
reactions.
plus 10, right?
2d8 plus 10 if you succeeded, yeah.
Yep.
You critically succeeded.
Oh, I critically succeeded.
So 2 more, so double d8s.
So 14 plus
Just pulls out a potato and starts munching on it. This guy's laughing with a stupid
21.
horse again. And
31 more hit points. That's still more than I had before.
That's an entire like hit from one of these guys.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
laughing about
That's
this
not bad.
stupid freaking horse again.
It's a different horse.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and psych
That's
up
why
for
it's
my second
funny.
action because
It's
I
the
can.
same horse.
And I'm hasted, so I'm just going to smack the guy in front of me twice.
bonk bonk.
3 times even if you wanted to.
Well, I used psych up potato.
Oh, psych up and potato. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
more times.
I got to
I
patch
missed
myself
psych up.
somehow. That was a 1 on the first attack, so that's not going to do anything. I'm not having a good time on attacks right this second, but it's
My
okay.
actions trigger on critically failed attacks that I can't do.
Oh, never mind. That's probably a crit.
Okay.
That's
they have a
a
reaction.
They have a reaction. They have opportune parry and riposte, basically.
14.
Nice.
So that's
What
that's
a
a
shame.
What a shame.
that's a 45.
45 will not crit. He doesn't have any penalties to his AC right now.
He's not flanked.
A
Yeah.
regular hit, not flanked. There's no AC
Did
penalties.
you include?
He's just
your
horsing
+1?
around.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
He's
I had
really
the
laughing
-5
a
'cause of
lot.
that.
So hard he can't use his freaking stunning retort, but
Although
that's okay.
that's not a terrible roll. That's 9, 8, that's 17 plus 7, so that's another 23 plus 49. Oh, I'm sorry, 50.
52.
52. Yeah, 52.
52, a solid hit, brings us back around to Raz.
Gonna
That's what
sustain
he
the
was saying.
spell. Walk right up behind Trishik. Dirge of Doom. Toot. And now the other guys. I'm done playing with this guy. He's also feared. They're all feared.
Not my
Our
friend.
friend is feared.
Our friend is feared. I'm
Oh
done playing with
no, Resme.
It was bound to happen.
him. He's
I thought it was
gonna
gonna
Yeah.
be you. Actually,
It will be.
Yeah.
I know exactly what Trishik is trying to do.
He's our friend for an hour.
Only about
But now he has
12
another
seconds.
-1. Is that a circumstance penalty to the?
Oh, to trying to succeed the thing, it's a circumstance penalty.
So
yeah.
he's got another minus. He's a 19 to get out of it now.
Yeah. See. He's our friend for an hour.
Well,
That's behind him.
We'll
at
see
least
about
until our
that.
murder blender gets to
And
him.
that's everything.
Resme.
Resme really would like this guy to live. He seems like such a nice fella. He's been really helping us.
He is by far doing the best of the 3 of them while being on the wrong team.
Is he hurt?
No, he's untouched.
No, he's fine.
Why would we hurt him? He's our friend.
This is Frank.
He's a little perturbed.
I'm gonna try to move around past Trishik a little. Yeah, there we go.
Another thing goes off. Now you're paralyzed.
Second trap. No. You never expect second trap.
And I'm gonna try to get a look in the room. Do I see anybody else aside from them?
Probably would have shown up by now. No, it's not a particularly large chamber as you look into it. It is a room probably about 20 feet in total space on each side. Much of that taken up by 6 different stacked sets of double beds. Set in between with small storage compartments and tables, and this larger dining table in the middle. Furniture occupying a pretty decent amount of the room. I with enough space for like the dozen people that seem to stay in here, that can stay in here at any given time to have an operational area, but there doesn't appear to be anyone else in.
Okay.
These are who are here at the moment.
Then she's just gonna hold. there's nothing really that she wants to do.
Okay. You can't hold because you
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
anything
you don't have
else.
to do anything, but you can't like hold. Roshin.
All right. Roshin's going to step over this guy's body and just move to be shoulder to shoulder with our new friend.
Fighting side
He's
by
not gonna
side
stop
as
you.
comrades.
So you can go past him.
Yep.
By all means, friend.
We've got him. Let's pull him down.
So convincing.
Only one person here is using non-lethal. It's not even our team.
I know. What the hell?
All right. So that's gonna be a 47 on the flanked guy.
Who's
What
frightened
happens?
one?
Who's frightened one?
No, he's definitely dead. What happened?
Yeah,
he is frightened infinity.
Roshin's gonna come back around this way and just jam the sword in, like just kind of comes out through the chest before she rips it out and drops the corpse down. We did it, friend. We did it. But there might be more around here, so keep your guard up.
Are you doing anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, she's not going to attack him.
Are you hurt?
True chic? Question mark.
I'll save the reveal machinations. It was me, Trushik, all along for later.
I hate you guys.
This is our friend now.
He's our
This
friend
is
now.
your friend now. You
Yep.
have a new friend.
For 1 hour.
You have a lad.
Take up the rear.
Who-
They've infiltrated pretty far. Do you have any supplies in here that we could use to try to go track him down?
Track him down. I'm sure this must have. I haven't had really help with that. But there were more of them. They must have gone somewhere. One of them cast a spell and vanished, whereas the rest of you appeared. I'd stay on alert for now.
I think they've split up. We'd best go hunt him down. They might have gone. Actually, we might have to go ahead and warn Trigal about this. We didn't anticipate them splitting up like this.
It's a damn good thing you arrived when you did. I think that looked like the heroes of Breach Hill. And he's looking down at the dead body and just kind of poking the unconscious
It's Roshin.
woman. It's literally just Roshin. She's got the. She had the eyes anyway. The armor matches. Symbol of Milani.
And she smells bad.
All right, so that's Roshin.
Smells like a slaughterhouse.
Roshin and Raz, I think, was the rat.
Yes, that one over there.
It's
So-
small.
It was the first one that came to mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I die a lot.
Well, God, and he just kind of looks over at your cheek. It's an amazing number of demons or devils or whatever they've been able to call upon on such a short notice. The summoners have been working day and night, but that's a troll? A giant? Don't let me offend you, please. I'm unfamiliar.
He's very friendly.
Babbity boop.
I'm sorry, I don't speak giants.
Don't worry. I know their language. He said it's nice to meet you.
No.
That's where we were. We were out getting him in. It's actually very
And this
difficult
guy's
to fit
completely unharmed, but he's just kind of like breathing heavy here. Oh, what happened? Where did Hera go? Would one of you be disguised as the two that were there, plus some other people, or are you just like other Triad agents?
We're just other Triad
okay.
agents.
Where'd Hera go?
Oh, that's
And Jala, they got spirited off when one of them cast that spell.
We might be elsewhere. We better go look for him.
I didn't-
We can't just be staying here in this one little
No,
guardhouse.
no, of course, but I don't know. I get there's nothing here against protecting, I suppose. How do they get in here? I don't understand. Have they?
They have strange magics.
I saw that clearly. All right. Well, I don't know who you report to, but I'm not technically on duty yet. I just heard the alarm go off with that spell the Magi put in the hallway. Trigal's.
But you're fighting for your life, son. These people are murderers, butchers, a lot of them.
From what I've heard about the Heroes of Breach Show, look, I'm in no rush to meet them. And if they've made it further within the pyramid, that's unfortunate, I suppose. But
What's your
look, if I'm not even getting paid to run headlong into death, I'm certainly not going to be rushing to meet it.
You know,
what's your rank?
I can't terribly blame you.
Rank? What do you mean? Just
What's your position? Who do you report to?
new
Well,
here?
Trigal, obviously.
Well, Jellic, I'm not that important.
See?
But,
That's what I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
and he kind of sheathes his scimitar and just puts his sap down on
Look.
like a table inside the door.
You're off duty. If you don't want to be here, that's fine.
I want.
Under a different commander. If you want to go,
No,
go.
Well,
I can't just leave Hera and Jala. I don't know what's happened, but if you're gonna go looking for them, let me come help. And he puts a hand on Roshin.
Clamp him on the shoulder.
Fails.
Here, come along. We'll find your friends.
All right. Well, here. Do you know the way? I don't recognize any of your faces.
We're fairly new here.
I don't even know where Treagle's pulling all these people from, truth be told, but
I'm from a different part of the city that he pulled me from.
it's
I've
a good
never
grace
been
to
in here
Abadar
before.
that he's doing it, and that he arrived when he did. Well, come on. I suppose I'll show you the way, and God's willing, maybe we'll find the rest of them along the way.
Excellent, excellent.
And as he just kind of goes to sort of walk past down the hallway here, he turns back on. Oh, my name's Mikolov, by the way.
Good to meet you, Mikolov.
Can I call
Gods.
you Mick?
Good to meet you. Trust me, I owe you my life.
Call
I'm
me
gonna help
Rose.
them off. Rose? Well, and as he starts making his way down the hallway, he's,
Just watching him the whole
Just
time.
she's starting
like,
to salivate a
when
little
do I
bit.
get
For
to
death.
kill him? When's the charade gonna end?
he makes his way down the hall and
Hag magic.
to a door, literally the first door on the left here. This is Dairo's in here. That's who Hera reported to. If she got away from whatever, she might be here. And he pushes the door open into a much larger, what looks to be an archive. There are numerous doors leading off at odd angles in this sort of weirdly shaped room. It's mostly natural, but with one cut corner and the corner opposite expanded into two other doorways. Doors hanging open, seeming to lead into smaller bedchambers. And the shelves all around the walls of this room, which run all around the walls, are crammed with scrolls and boxes stuffed with papers and ledgers and small journals. And a few desks sit throughout the various walls of the area as well. But as Jala opens the door here, to the inside, where you can see a trio of other Scarlet Triad agents and
Heroes
they're
of Breach
doing their
Hill.
work. Do you want him to see them as the heroes of Breach Hill? It's
The
your hallucination.
The hallucination is he sees friendlies as enemies and enemies as friendlies. That's the hallucination. I had to kind of think quickly. So.
But he opens the door, and you see that the ones in here, while they're wearing similar insignias, have the manacles on their belt, definitely members of the Scarlet Triad, are dressed a fair bit differently than the rest. Two of them clad in much more robes that would be much more at home on like a college campus or in a scholarly tower of some kind, and another one with a huge bow slung across his shoulders, and only a much smaller short sword at his hip. And they all kind of turn around and look at Jala and the group of you kind of behind him. And the man with the bow looks first and sees Jala and goes to raise a hand and sees the rest of you and goes to grab his bow.
No, it's okay.
Oh no, they have reinforcements!
And he's like, they're here! They teleported! And goes for his scimitar to rush into the room. And I need you guys to roll me initiative again.
Would I have been able to start sneaking?
You'd absolutely be
Okay.
sneaking exploration action.
I'm just making sure.
Am I within
Very
battle cry
loud
range?
bow.
Barely?
So
Well, I don't know. It's conceived.
all the doors to the smaller chambers are open, so all of the people that are in there can see as well. And I know I changed this very slightly. What's in this room, people-wise? Okay. Okie dokie. So we
I got
have...
2 tokens right here.
Yeah, take one of those tokens. Here is the woman with the bow, I suppose, and 2 robed folk that you can see as you come in the door. They might not have been line of sighted here quite yet
fancy.
via Arkenforge. You can just kind of reveal the room because the little side chambers where the people are, because they can see it as they come into the room. And I need one of these. I need one of these. I need 2 of these. And I need one of these. Because I technically have to roll 5 initiatives, even if one of them is, I guess he's going to be Happy Face Man for now. Actually, I have the Happy Face token, and it hardly ever gets to
Nice.
get used. It was Valia's old token. It's been so
Oh,
long
Valia.
Since
She
she's
was
been
so
happy.
handy.
since she's
Hold,
been
hold
happy.
on. Hold on. You need to roll this for Friendly's initiative.
No.
No.
All right, lads. Give me your initiative rolls.
47.
Do we have any
Those should be
bonuses?
switched. The bow
I have
girl
a
and the
plus
guy.
scout
should be
from
switched.
scouting, so
I don't know if it's the tokens on the map that are wrong or the minis that are
Oh,
wrong.
sorry.
but- Also, the guy in the back is definitely a wizard.
So this is a wizard here.
Yeah, you got to look at the tokens. We got different kinds of people in here, so
Bow
you got to get them in the
person
right
here or
place.
not?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
That should be bow guy. Standard guy should be in the middle of the room.
Standard guy should be in the middle of the room.
Yeah, those
bow
are the
guy should
tokens
be in the
wrong. We had
corner.
some wrong minis and some wrong tokens, but we're in there now.
Got it. All right.
It should be just outside the door, but it's fine.
Stop making up animals.
Roisin, what do you got?
Roshin has a 40.
Okay, and remember these numbers because I also have to roll a lot of initiatives. Resme,
43.
Raz,
47.
Are you dirging right now?
It is inspired. If
Marshall.
So I'll battle cry once.
Yep.
27.
is that a natural one?
2.
Wow, you can go lower. Trishik.
35.
Okay, and then Jala.
I haven't changed it.
Cool, thank you.
Jala got a 42.
He got his +1 from scouting.
Got a 43, so he'll go first because he's still technically an enemy. So I guess you want to go first or Jala? He's your friend.
Dude, Jala's right in the door. He should totally go first.
Let him do it.
I'm
Yeah.
not in a good spot.
I mean, you can arrange your walking order.
I don't
Random
even know where Trishik would be
idiot in
all
the
this.
front like has no idea how to mentally parse what's happening in front of him, and he got a 28.
Trishik's on the ceiling. If Trishik's on the ceiling,
Yeah,
I wanna
how
be
tall
squeezed
is this
up against
hallway?
the wall.
It's a little taller than a standard hallway, and it's a very normal door that leads in here. You
I've-
got room. You don't have room beyond the ceiling. No, you don't have room to share spaces with people here.
So stretch out a bit then.
Southernmost
Yeah, just put me on the left side of the door. Put everyone else on the right.
Magi. Would you get Raz? 47.
47.
46 on southernmost
you
Magi,
go.
which I should use.
Raz
this
wants to be
one,
closer.
so I can have order.
Raz wants to be like right behind Roshin.
Easternmost
That is
Magi,
technically a tile.
opposite
Yeah,
style.
that works.
I'm small, so
Down here, I have so many freaking tokens on this one. And Bow Lady, super cocked. It was a 19, but it was super cocked. 39 puts her here? Question
Yes.
mark?
Yep.
I was 35.
And I'm 40, so that's perfect.
That's so many markers. Our
Battle-
initiative table's so angry.
My battle cry on obviously the only one I could see is a 49.
Okay, I'm marking down people here.
And Mad Battle Cry, because I'm a little closer, I can hit the back person, so
30?
30. Yeah, 5,
15,
15, 20,
I
and
don't think
then
you can.
5, 10. Oh, did I miscount?
I think you're one a little out.
I might be one out. Yeah, I'm one
So
out.
the guy in the middle is frightened too.
Yee.
Two people scream at him. He's very spooked. And then Raz is going to be the first to act here.
ooh, I like being first to act. Raz is gonna just shout out quickly, "La Laverecio!"
Maybe.
right in the middle of the room. Visions of danger.
Woo!
As the floors crack open and there's like tendrils start lashing out at people.
I need all the d20s I have.
Oh boy.
And that's definitely going to fill the entire room. What's the radius on that?
It's a 30-foot burst.
You'd have to put it like in the back corner, but you can definitely
I'm
fill the whole room with
Putting
it.
it right. I don't care about hitting allies at this point.
Oh, all
Like,
right. Well,
including us?
Roshin, you're definitely in it as well, as he
You're
just kind
fine.
of throws it in the room.
What an ass.
So Roshin, maybe a will save. We'll go
If you fell,
left
I'll apologize.
to right.
Have a hero point, Raz,
Oh
you
my God.
traitor.
You apologizing yet?
I'm sorry.
I know you're not. 34. I know
Even
that's not
I'm
enough.
not
Plus
that
no.
kind of evil.
I know it's not
Not
enough.
enough.
Okay. You never.
Jala got a 30.
Okay, he fails.
35.
Jala going
It's
to
38.
fail.
His DC's 38. Same as
Oh.
everyone else's.
Yeah.
the same guy. I'm like,
mine's
I know I'm not going to
36.
make it.
Mine's 36.
Oh, sorry. You guys aren't casters, so.
You guys aren't
Or
special.
are we?
It's 37
monster
on the
went
guy
up.
in the middle of the room is also going to
I
fail.
cast death.
Um,
He casts in large.
Southern Wizard 33
Fails.
also
Also cast in
fails.
Once.
Eastern Wizard
Permanent.
Oh.
45 succeeds.
Oh,
Archer
you haven't got it, you don't have the
33
reaction.
also fails. So everybody, literally everybody fails
Including
except
Roshin.
including Roshin, except the wizard furthest away.
Yeah. Well, did it hit the guy? I was trying because I kind of got to hit this guy too.
Yeah, you did him too.
Okay,
It's a
just
30
making
foot
sure.
burst. You definitely get him.
I can't tell from the effect on the map.
It's there to be fancy. It's not there to
be
give us
fancy.
range.
All right. Sorry, Roshin.
And Roshin is down.
Roshin's dead, huh?
I haven't healed since the last fight,
6,
so actually.
10,
Oh.
17, 23, 27, 31, 37. 37 mental damage.
And success is half.
And success is half. It's a basic will save.
Success is half and no persistent, right? Because they disbelieved because it succeeded.
They have to critically succeed to make an immediate disbelief attempt.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Still in
hits
the
them
ants.
again.
And that's the 3 action
much
or
was it
question
again?
mark?
37. That was 3 actions.
Yeah, I was
That's
like, I'm
my
pretty
whole
sure I
time.
think it's
That's
nuts.
Faceplate fell off of one of the things.
That's
He has face.
such is life.
It's
I
this one.
literally don't know who that is. Yeah, I'm like, I have so many freaking tokens. Oh, this is the one that's slightly too small, so it just falls out frontward style. Okay, so that is Southeastern Room Wizard. Fails
8,
again.
16, 24, 28, 33, 40, 47, 54. I rolled 7. I rolled 3 8s and 3 7s.
Wow.
I think this spell's going on the ban list after this campaign. This is completely broken. Like, it's fireball every turn. Like, it's not okay. I don't know what they were thinking.
I mean, he can interact to disbelieve it.
Yeah, then he still has to make the save. This guy is going to stumble out of this small room and not hallucinated because he can't run any further. There's a dead end into what is he seeing here?
It's just black tendrils cracking out from the cracks in the floor.
Pushing through them as he can, making it probably 5 foot out of the room so we can see everybody but Trishik out of the doorway. He turns to see the group of you, and his eyes kind of widen, and he suddenly, like, understanding comes across him. Oh, I see why this is so horrible. It's these guys. And he's just going to throw up a hand. Harida exhaustus! And cast out a spell across the 4 of you that he can see. I need a fort save from all 4 of you.
Fortitude saves.
Fort save
My
magic.
speciality.
Fort.
It's also my special.
It's not mine.
It's not my speciality.
Is it a visual auditorial effect?
No and no.
Damn.
I didn't roll a 1.
Roll a 17 on the die.
That's all you need to know.
It's a 40.
What'd you get, Marshall?
44.
Okay. That's fine. So you crit succeed. Rez,
40.
that succeeds. Rasheen got a hero point.
Actually,
No,
Resme
that's me.
Rasheen, what'd you get?
Roshin gets a 40.
40 will succeed.
Resme steals herself, tries to keep her vomit down, and we'll try that one more time. That's better. I like that number.
Nice.
That's gonna be a. Why can't I math?
Because math is hard.
That's a 42.
42.
All right, so everybody
It's okay.
succeeds. Everybody's taking half except Marshall, who just doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
What type of damage is it?
Negative.
Negative. Okay.
You're all going to take 22 points of negative damage except Marshall, obviously.
Bone shatter.
I will take 12.
This is why I drink so
As-
much. It's practice.
As you all feel a wave of what first feels to be fatigue, and then you feel your skin start to dry and crack as you almost the moisture is forced out of you.
Oh, she's a Catapeshian summer.
It is the Catapeshian summer.
Wow.
And then Jala in the front here. Natural 20 on the freaking imaginary crap.
Jala.
Absolutely fails to disbelieve, but he's not going to take any damage.
He's my friend.
Um,
My friend.
is going to take a step forward and start swinging on the guy in front of him. And as he goes to, he looks. And there's 5 of you. 4 of these and 2 back there. Somebody's hit twice.
He's Raz again.
Steps up and stops for a second.
No, it's Trishik. He hasn't seen him yet.
There's 4 people and 2 bodies.
Yeah.
They recruited someone new.
There's 2 Trushiks.
Yeah, like there's definitely another.
He's
there's a
pallet.
duplicate
He's
somewhere.
pallet swapped though.
Palette swap Trishik.
It's the log Trishik.
What the hell? He's gonna make his disbelief
It looks like someone's been saving on assets.
fail. and just swing his scimitar at the guy in front of him for a crit.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Guy's awesome.
For
We should keep him on the
50
team.
points of slashing
I
damage.
wish I had written his name down.
Jala.
Jala.
Jala?
Jello.
Jala. Jala.
Jala.
No. I mean our friend boy.
Jala.
Jala.
Oh, I thought it was like Frederick or something. Okay.
Well, I said Frank like sarcastically,
Oh.
but like 50 points of damage, and then it is the turn of Resme.
Wait, he didn't get to do the double thing?
He stepped, he seeked, he swapped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roshin, you need to hear.
I thought it would have been funny if he went crit.
Mr. T's got you back up
sorry.
again.
Okay, thank you.
I tried to take it for myself.
I tried. I told him you needed it.
Thank you, Mr. T.
Thank you.
Resme, with her staff, actually, will cast out Infilum Portum, and a wall of stone will raise itself in front of the doorway, blocking everybody in there in the room.
Everybody's in jail.
I was just going to close the door, but that works too.
Let's go.
Okay.
But her new friend is in there.
That's fine. He can
Not for
have
long.
fun in
Roshin,
there.
it is your turn. Make a will save. You're still in the tentacles.
Even when the
Is it?
the
Is it a
line of effect is
burst?
blocked
or-
from the burst.
Is
a
that what it is?
burst.
No, yeah, I guess you're fine then.
Huh.
Can we go now?
Oh, you got another hero
Make
point.
We'll save if you want, but
Well, you got another one. Yeah, TNT's got you one too. Holy crap.
Oh wow.
You're
Dynamite.
Thank you, TMT, for.
you.
I'm sorry, Roshin.
What is?
It just cycles.
I was
What
kind
do
of
you-
hoping we'd have. I don't know. Just
Look,
doesn't feel satisfying, you know.
look. I don't want to have to just kill random people if we don't have to. Just leave them in there.
You literally locked them in a room with just tentacles ripping them to pieces. It's still
So
happening,
are we
you
just
know.
leaving everybody in there?
Yeah.
I have the door knocker. I could make a door in the wall.
I have no desire to go in there. Let's continue
Well,
on.
are you doing that because
I will wait until I am told the spell is done.
It's probably a good idea. We shouldn't. Look,
I,
we don't know how capable they are. We should probably wait until at least the spell's expired. Can I have a potion while you're at it? I'm actually feeling terrible.
Oh, here.
we have
What
a
do we-
few minutes.
I'll
are
actually.
we actually still in the encounter technically while we're
I-
waiting for the spell to expire?
Don't know.
This is an interesting situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. If Trishik's one is gonna use the door knocker, this is initiative. Whenever you decide to open the door, we'll just start here and keep going.
Okay, so
But for the moment, no, nobody can do anything. So
They're just taking damage from the
yeah.
spell.
So give me another Visions of Danger roll.
Wait.
Canto Apartus.
Can
gonna
last for a
seventh
minute.
level
I
heal
could
you
do
with the
the
wand.
But
Okay, that works.
It would be a bad idea.
So I guess
Everybody fails.
on my turn, I'll take out the door knocker and
seconds
put it
more.
on the wall, but not
Wait.
activate it yet.
21, 26,
It's a really nice
28,
item
35,
for being like 100 something
The
gold.
door knocker,
30.
the greater door knocker, just makes a freaking door. It's pretty good.
36.
36. Okay.
No, I have another one.
I didn't think I was ever actually going to get to use it, but now I do.
Oh, you have my weapon D8.
I'm sorry. I just grabbed
What was
the
it total?
What is
36.
happening?
7,
Yep.
30.
It rolled high and then you rolled low. I think the 50 something was the
True
highest I've
chick.
rolled down it yet.
fancy
Takes
lizard.
3 8s
79.
and 3 7s is a really good.
True chic. Is how that word is said, sir.
Chick.
You are the recipient of a hero point from Licorn Garo. We got
Why,
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm assuming my fast healing is going to turn off.
Your fast healing would definitely turn off at this point. You are no longer in combat.
We're just,
You are not healing.
Are you
we just
okay?
hear screaming from the other side of the wall.
Want some more?
Well, it waits, and I'll take some potions. Yes,
Is-
thank you, thank you.
Panic and
I'll
take,
distress from the far side of the wall for sure.
How many perception checks is he going to get
How
to disbelieve?
long does that last?
A minute.
A minute? So you guys have a minute at a minimum outside here to do whatever it is you want to do.
Oh, this is fine. Roshin's going to stay at the door
Yeah,
at
not
the
in any
wall.
hurry, really. Like,
Yeah.
they can't get through a wall of stones.
They can't? Oh, I mean, that just
What are
means they didn't
how
want
They
it.
don't have
bad enough.
Marshall.
They didn't want it bad enough.
I mean,
I mean,
go through the
I
wall.
don't see why we don't just continue on.
Because
They
two
volunteer.
reasons. First off, if they should actually survive in there, right? At least one of them. We don't need them sneaking up behind us or raising any alarms.
What do you think they're gonna? How do you think they're gonna get through that wall?
How does Marshall
How
get
would
through
we
walls?
get through that wall?
They have two magic casters.
If
Yeah,
they-
there's too many options to count.
What I'm saying is if they had that, they would have done it already.
Unless they are busy
Fighting
dealing-
our dear friend, good old Jala. I'll never forget him.
Until tomorrow.
It is entirely possible.
Until I meet another one that I can snare the same way.
that
Goodness
he,
gracious.
Your
survives
womanly wilds are
this.
very snaring.
Aren't they, though?
I can even put up a
Outside
couple
the
of
doors,
chromatic
Raz has
walls
set a
behind
timer
us.
for a minute. Just to see how long
Little egg timer.
he does. He does have one of those.
Just waiting for it to tick down. Ding! Oh, the hell's over. We're good. We can go in now.
Fumigation's done.
Just bug
Plus, that might
bombing
be
the
actually some
Scarlet
good
Triad
evidence or
headquarters.
Useful equipment in that.
Oh, these cockroaches in the
88
pyramid, they gotta go.
Hansel's good.
I know you're in a hurry, Roshin. Resume,
these
don't
Norse
worry
Foundry
about it. We'll
dice.
take care of it.
I just,
But wait,
I don't like hurting them.
it's reassuring. I feel like Marshall.
They
They
look
like-
like students.
They like hurting other people.
See, we're getting along way better now.
I'm just saying, like, how do we know who they are? Like, maybe they're just down
Maybe
here
you
doing
should be my
research.
spokesperson for real.
Yes,
Yes,
and
research on people, my dear.
one way or another, if they are dressed in Scarlet Triad colors, I'm going to kill them.
I mean, I can understand that logic.
I mean, they voluntarily work for a clearly evil.
Not to
I mean,
mention-
to be fair, so did the docent, and he seemed like a perfectly
No, he works
nice
for the
guy.
museum
Well, maybe they do too.
this triad does
With-
not work for the museum.
with swords and saps
Resume, you
and
heard-
demons.
You heard,
Talking about the
you
two
heard
students.
Jala. He said that there was a commander in this room. This person's high up in the organization, not some poor innocent who was snared by the wiles.
Are you
Just gonna
sure?
put my
Yes,
ear up to
Mirabella's
the
been
wall.
there. I checked first.
Yes, I hear the screaming of a commander right now, actually.
All right. I mean, if you guys say that that's so, then I believe you.
I mean, the wall of stone's really nice. They can't get out of the room.
I mean, that was really it. I was just really sick and tired of them, and whatever that effect was, I didn't really like it anyway.
Bam. Jail. Deal with that.
It's
We'll come back to you later.
We're gonna open it up, and he's still gonna be alive. We're gonna be like, "Oh no, we're
The
so
only
sorry. We got
person
sealed
standing.
out.
Just Jala. in
We
the
got
room.
sealed out. We're so sorry."
They cast.
I got him.
Are you sure?
How many more of these lizard folk could they possibly have? Different palette swap every single
That
triad.
explains why they keep disappearing. There's a bunch of them.
if this guy survives this, we're totally recruiting him.
No, we're not.
He's going on the team.
He'll never forgive us. We did horrible things.
We made
to
him
this
kill
man.
his friends.
We made him murder all
he
of his
knocked
friends.
his
No.
friends unconscious.
One of them's unconscious back there.
Yeah, that's true.
Shishi, you want to go take care of that?
So far,
Everyone's
he
just
hasn't-
unconscious.
Shishi, you want to go take care of that?
I might have already.
I didn't see anything.
Literally.
I mean, Trishik, no one ever sees anything.
Well, with Zero, you can hear, like on the other side of the wall, combat music playing. It's like how it starts to fade in when you get close
Yep.
to things that
Well, it
are bad.
sounds so exciting. to
Actually,
have her.
Resume pulls out like a wine thing and like a little bit of cheese and like meat and just kind of starts snacking.
What are you guys doing? Are you going back
Waiting.
in?
I think we're gonna wait for the minute
You've
to
been.
pass,
It's
and then
it's
we'll...
definitely passed.
Okay,
It's
well-
1 minute. We're
I was
well
about to say,
past
come on.
that.
All right, let's.
It's
Well, I'm gonna use the door knocker. A door will appear in the stone wall. I'm gonna open up the door.
so as you open the door to look into the room here,
Service.
you see two bodies slumped over in the middle of the room. One of them, almost certainly, your good friend Jala, has met his end here.
Oh no.
No one could possibly have foreseen such tragedy. And the other man who had been in the center has fallen as well.
The other.
Yeah, the other regular guy.
Yeah.
And so these two
What a
been
shame.
removed from the initiative table. But
Can I?
Well used wall of stone.
as you step in, you can see that in the chambers, each of the three chambers around here, the two magi and the archer have all taken cover. It is a burst. They can go around the corner too. It stopped affecting them after the first tick. And you come back in, and they, a little shaken, clearly pretty injured, but nowhere to go.
Our
Ready to resume the battle. You have 2 actions left, Rishi, because you come in the room here.
So two.
So where are they're in the rooms,
So yeah,
right?
they're in the rooms. Yeah, exactly like
Okay.
that. Yep.
I was gonna say if they're all in the middle, I'm just gonna go rip someone apart.
No, they're all like in the rooms, kind of tucked around behind the doors.
Are those
sheltering from
actually
this.
just rooms?
They are just little rooms. The doors are all open,
Not for long.
but
Going in that room, closing that door.
push in the room with the wizard and shut the door.
Hello, friend.
As you rush in,
I snuck in.
assuming the rest of you are all still out there.
Yeah.
the archer-
Everyone would definitely see the door closed. They're not sure why.
You see the archer duck up to this little corner in the room past the desk. It's a really weirdly shaped room. I'm super sorry, podcast listeners. I cannot conceivably describe this. Coming out of that expanded corner to this angle and looking around, seeing all of you in the doorway, bow in her hand, she quickly knocks an arrow and almost against the wall takes aim towards Rasheen here. What is your perception DC, Raz?
Perception DC is a 36.
She's right there.
And as she goes to loose, snaps her aim up over Roshin's shoulder and launches an arrow right between her and Marshall towards Raz.
I deserve this.
You are flat-footed. She has successfully fainted you.
I can't ignore that. I don't have deny advantage. I'm not cool.
She's also not lower level than you.
Yeah.
Well, deny advantage doesn't work against fainting.
Yeah.
I don't have
That'll be
anything.
a 41 on your flat-footed.
41 on my flat-footed.
Should be
It
regular hit.
hits. It's just a regular hit.
And as this arrow just darts
worth it.
through the party here, that is the most. That is only 6s, 5s, 1s, and 2s. That is the most triaded roll I've ever seen. But I think it ended up almost perfectly average.
Whee!
It's the law of rolling a bucket of d6s.
Yeah, it's Warhammer 40k logic. Where are you?
I experience it with every
How
attack.
far away is she from me?
Especially since you play
30
orcs,
feet?
man.
Ish,
So,
yeah.
30 feet? I want to... As I get... Huh?
Yeah, 30
35.
feet-ish. 30 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. Ignore him. 30
Yeah,
feet.
as
I'm not doing
I
this.
get pierced... As I
We're
get...
not doing this.
As I get pierced by the arrow, I just shoot her a glare, and the blood from the wound just shoots towards her. I'm gonna blood vendetta her.
All right, you're going to take 37
37.
points of piercing damage from the shot, and she is bleeding.
She takes a will save,
Will save.
Held as a votive, not in
and
vain.
it's a level 5 blood vendetta.
37. That exactly fails, I think.
Fails. That fails. That means she takes persistent bleed damage. That is... That's only level 4. Level 5 is useless. So 46 bleed damage.
Okay.
So
Still a nice chunk.
And with her last action, that was 2 actions, she will duck back around the corner.
oh, and she has weakness 1 to piercing and slashing.
Fair enough. Back into
What a
the
weird little effect.
into the room here and take 4d6 damage,
Slashing you. say.
Roshin had it
which
for a while.
ends immediately.
And so does the. Oh, it was really low.
She was
10.
doing
2
it.
ones.
I'm helping.
You had anywhere from 4 to 24, and you chose 10.
Marshall.
Well, I can't really see anything in there, but
You definitely
Oh,
just
forge
said
ahead, Marshall. They're ready for you. They're not ready for you.
that. As you come in, the door to your right, where Trishik went, is closed. He has sealed himself in jail.
Claim that room.
You know,
Well,
doing
I'm
stuff in there.
gonna. Well, I gotta squeeze by Roshin.
Yeah, I'll
here,
let you
so
by.
I'm gonna do. Let's see. So that's gonna.
That's Sheik's house now.
I live there
It's
now.
Trishik's house now.
It came with provisions.
25. I'll move about here.
That's true. That door's closed. True Sheik's in
Closed
there.
door.
That's fine. Well, I want to see.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
And then from there, you could see the caster in the far back chamber and the archer just around the corner, where she's taking cover.
Well, just in case. Oh, slappy.
That's Halbert, right?
Yep.
Long halberd. One action.
And how big is the room?
It's pretty normal sized room. You could large. You could definitely.
Big Marshall it is. Rah!
As he grows up to fill the southwestern corner here, Raz.
Raz is very upset with that archer. I'm gonna skitter into the room 40 feet until I can see her.
Another one.
And up
Look her in the
behind
eyes.
Marshall or like up towards her?
Behind Marshall.
Okay, yeah, I assumed you were doing the less insane thing, but I saw the token run straight at her, so I had to clarify.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna use a spell I haven't used in a while.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm gonna look at her. I'm just gonna insult her. You're a terrible shot, are you? I wonder they took you in the triad. I think she was aiming for Roshin. I felt the pain.
Wow.
Lucky.
For a level 6 blistering invective.
And she burst
into flames.
Is this a will
Let's
save?
will save.
That's a level 9 plausible deniability.
41.
41.
She burst a little into flames.
It passes. So half the persistent fire damage, which would be 3d6 persistent fire damage.
She burst into flames.
It's 3d6 persistent fire damage.
Okay. The 2 is the wizard in the
corner here.
corner.
Does he know?
I'm gonna do this because I realize I made a mistake, and the easiest way to fix it's just to put him this way now. So the wizard in Trishik jail
Hello.
does not want to be in Trishik jail. He's got a little knife in his hand.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help him.
He knows I'm in the room
Yeah.
because I had to push past him.
See you come in, a little terrified. He sort of looks to the torch, illuminating this, and casts out his hand. Enslaughter! And plunges the room into darkness.
Wow.
He thought that would help.
He did. It won't.
I'm just gonna look right at him. Not so lucky.
Clycus! And the room plunges further into darkness. You are dazzled.
Ooh.
Is that just?
One action. It's Gnosis power blind.
Oh, okay.
You're wamboozled.
One action, no save, dazzled. You're high enough level now, it's just dazzled. But,
Oh, is that power word blind?
yeah.
Nice.
I'm still just gonna be looking, not necessarily directly.
Yeah, you're looking
Like,
Himmel,
I
the
still
Himmel
see you.
direction.
Smell the sphere.
Yeah. I can smell you.
Resume.
I like.
You're creeping around.
Oh my god.
Resume. Save me.
I'm gonna walk in the room. See if I. Yep, walk in the room. Dum dum dum. See if I can get a beat on either of them.
Yeah, if you go also behind Marshall, you could definitely
Yep,
say
that's
well.
fine.
Go here.
That's kind of where I assumed Raz was going, but
Yeah.
the tokens keep flying into the room, so I'm not really. There's disconnect somewhere in the communication. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
on the
fine.
Marshall's
Right here?
left, yeah.
Are you a student of Brazakil Varashma, master or conjurer?
They do not respond. It looks very hurt.
She'll say, and she'll pick up a silver ball from her pocket and she'll whip it in his direction.
Don't have to tell.
Telekinetic
At
projectile.
the caster?
Yeah.
Or the
No, the archer actually.
Okay, at the archer.
Yeah, because I think she's the only one I can see.
And as you fling at her, she reactively presses herself back against the corner for cover. So make me your attack roll.
Did you just nimble dodge?
Maybe, Mom. You don't know.
G NPC reaction D.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I'm equating it to something I know.
That's not going to be good.
I don't know a lot.
That's going to be a 32. I'm sure
The
she
32
just
as she presses back and this pebble hits against the wall. As she moves back against the wall, like as part of this, and you miss, you hear the twang of a bowstring, and she looses an arrow back at you in response.
nimble dodge. I will also kind of duck out of the way.
Hide behind Marshall.
Wait, you thought you were a rogue? I too am roguish.
I landed it almost straight up somehow.
How?
That's not even cocked. Like it was on a point, straight up.
It was clocked.
It was a masterpiece of modern engineering. Natural 20.
Wow. Oh my god.
Twang.
Twing!
Resume, you really shouldn't be out in the line of sight.
Dodged into
It's
it.
fine.
Dodged into it. Yeah, she nimble dodged, but she's not great at this.
Roisin, Resume's in the middle of the fight
Good
again.
news, it's only going to be 38 points of piercing damage
I'm
because she
really not worried
doesn't get
about
sneak
that.
attack on that. So even the crit's only going to be so powerful.
Oh, so this one gets sneak attack.
Of course she does. The
She's a rogue.
caster in the back. The caster in the back, towards the doorway, seeing the group of you in the room. She puts her hands up. You can see by the incredibly vibrant red tint of her skin, she has got a decent amount of devil in her herself. She even has a tail snaking out from behind her rogue. This tiefling, puts her hands together and kind of focuses for a moment. Temporum. Temporum Taurus, and casts out a wave over the three of you that she can see. Marshall, Resme, and Rez, make me a fortitude save.
I'm going to use Arcane Countermeasure.
Okay. So that
Everyone gets +2.
That's pretty good.
+2. She has it at 8 for some reason, so it's still AoE.
Also, my anti-magic rune is going to go off too, and it's going to attempt to counteract it.
Okay. Do that first, because if it counteracts it, then nobody has to do anything.
I mean, sure.
That's a
Nat
nat 20.
All right, and as the rune in your armor from Cobbler activates, this spell fizzles and ripples out across the room with no effect.
Cobbler was a little useful.
And his eyes kind of go wide as they look towards the giant dwarf in the middle.
Brazak il Barakma.
And you are dazzled.
Power word. Is that an auditorial effect?
It's a
Power
word.
word.
Power word blind.
Power word.
Probably.
It does have to be spoken.
But it has to be
It
a
is
save. It doesn't
verbal
matter.
only.
There's no save.
There's no save. Yeah, it just
It
happens.
could just be
But
power
it is
word
auditory.
or word.
It is, I'm sure it's auditory. They literally just
But there's
say
no
a
save.
word and you go blind. So, like,
Okay.
but there's no save.
There's no save.
And this is just one turn.
No, Roshin.
I don't know this, so
Yeah, power words.
Until I say you're not.
Yeah.
Roshin.
We're gonna have this for a minute.
Let me
You got
look,
the rest of this fight.
let me look up restore senses real quick.
Oh, it's just a DC 5 flat check.
Oh yeah.
It's a 25%
it's
miss
they're
chance,
not
basically.
blind.
You're not
20%
blinded.
miss
They're
chance.
fine.
Yeah,
They
you
can
guys are
see.
high enough level. You're just dazzled by power word
That's
blind.
really
you are,
nice.
You are too strong for this
It's a
magic.
dazzling spell.
Dazzling spell.
All right.
Can you kill them, please?
Oh, she's the shaky, isn't she? Krogax, and she's gonna channel a heroism into herself. May I save myself a level 6 spell slot? Oh, kindly sir, who told me to tell you what level of spell I'm casting when I cast spells.
Sure.
When we walk into this dungeon?
He's like not even looking into not even paying attention.
No, you guys don't tell me what level your spells are, so I don't even think about it ever.
Raz is in fantasy land.
Or when I do think about it, I haven't gone yet. I don't have a reaction. So I'm going to attempt to Allegro as I copy out.
Very hard, right?
Yes.
Very hard DC for the level.
40,
41.
41.
17 now.
17 now. You're right. I had it memorized.
Now it's one higher.
41 with the trumpet and
That's the
Paz.
number that you
That is
need.
the number that you
So
need.
it's
Number.
your spell slot instead of Roshin's.
It's
She
a spell
empowers
slot
herself.
higher.
One higher, which is 7th level for me.
Yep.
Thank ya, because I was that level 6 spell slots are dear to me. I appreciate that.
I got you. Boop. I'm playing a bard. They might not seen it, but I am supporting.
It's absolutely auditory. I have the card right here. I forgot I have this huge stack of cards for the
But there's
freaking
no saves,
wizards
so
that
it
know
doesn't matter.
90 spells.
So Roshin is going to stride forward and end her movement directly in front of the archer. Come on now, you're dealing with me now. Not that far. I can't move that far.
That's a corner.
Oh, you will
As far as
deal
she can go. Well,
directly with
Trishik.
me.
Now you deal with me.
Looks like they can also see in the dark.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting them now. That would be why they cast darkness. Be a weird choice if they couldn't.
You never know. It could have been like a last-ditch effort of, all right, I can't see you. You can't hurt me.
This guy's a dwarf.
Oh, I thought it was another one of those.
I thought it was another tiefling.
A tiefling.
Yeah.
Canonically, because of statting, they're literally all tieflings, but that's dumb. It's a dwarf. They also have dark vision.
Fair enough.
Dwarf that has dark vision.
You know what
That's
they
a
don't-
racial thing. I know they can take that.
Yeah.
He's a
Shut
dwarf.
up. He can see in the dark.
But you know what they don't have? Resistance to
Money.
being fainted.
They do not know.
So I'm going to deception check to faint.
What are you talking about? He's a dwarf tiefling.
So that is a 39 against perception DC.
Yep, that'll do it. He's fainted.
And we're gonna stabby stab stab. Yep, so flat check first. I pass. And now, stabby stab stab.
This guy is very injured. He took a lot of damage from the thing, and he also got hit once
So,
already.
yeah, that's a 42.
Now, it doesn't crit, but it hits him.
That's all I need to roll this bucket o' dice. 5, 12, 14, 15, 21, 26, 31, 43.
Still up, but only just after that blow.
Reveal machinations.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I have no clue, but
Then
this
you're
is
not revealing machinations.
it's a random dwarf.
Yeah, I told you if you're taking his feet, you gotta do it. You can't just say reveal machinations at them. You gotta give me something and you're not using it.
What do they have on them? Like visible.
He's got his robes drawn over him. He's got a little knife in his hand. You can see there's a wand and a potion on a belt at his hip, and he has a small holy symbol that you can only see the top bit of, but it looks to be an icon of Pharasma that he bears. He's got the Scarlet Triad insignia on the back of the robe that you saw as he was coming in, the hood down. This
Okay.
little dwarf is, there you go.
I'm gonna pull.
He looks pretty young.
Well-
You've never really seen young dwarves outside Kovler, really.
I'm gonna point at the clan dagger that I have on me. A trophy from when I took down Cobbler hunting down your kind. Thankfully, Triggle put you here just for me. Is that good enough?
Sure. What, what does it do?
So-
I was on the Hero of Breach Hills all along.
Reveal machinations.
I get a villain point from Wild Zone Gaming. He says, try a little harder to kill them.
You
You
deserve
reveal
it.
that you
No.
played a minor but recurring role in another humanoid's life, or at least convince them that's the case. Attempt a deception check against the target's will DC. On a success, frighten 2. Critical success, frighten 3. And this is as if I recall knowledge on them. And I cannot use them on them again until 1 day has passed and I'm disguised.
All right, so give me a deception check then. I think fear is being stricken into this dwarf's heart.
That is an 18.
On to die.
So, 49.
His DC is 39.
Oh.
So he is frightened 3,
He's
and I get a
frightened 3.
critical recall knowledge on him.
He's a guy with magic.
I know.
I don't know what you want from the recall knowledge. I don't know what
That's
you
just-
want
that's
from
part
me.
of it.
Is
No,
his,
you made me
guy.
use the feat. I want knowledge.
He's about
his name is
he's
Sneezy.
about 4'1".
He has hay
He
fever.
looks to be about maybe 31 years old, which is pretty young for a dwarf.
For a dwarf,
but he
that's
hasn't,
very
he
young.
hasn't struck
That's
out
very
into
young.
his adult life terribly long ago.
never will.
Bad
The Scarlet
choices.
Triad, based on his reaction to your revelations here, surely was something surrounding some of the events in Kovler, but how he could have been drawn from their operations in Kovler to joining them directly
beard
is
hasn't
unknown.
even fully grown
He has
in
to
yet.
worship Pharasma, not Droskar or anything.
He
A
wants-
human god, if anything, which is interesting to you, and suggesting that even though he may have been from Kovler, he probably wasn't born and raised there. He might have just ended up there very early in his life. Also, he
he
knows
wanted to
at
be a
least
chef.
power word blind and darkness. So
He wanted to be a pastry chef, but his
brought this
parents
on
made him
yourself.
go to Triad.
I'll
college.
do it. I'll do it.
I just had to know a little bit of physical details, and I came up with something.
We'll high five later.
Why couldn't he have been a nascent pastry chef?
The archer does not like that Rosine is right in front of her.
Tends to make archers nervous.
Yeah, she is going to kind of strafe back over to right in front of the door the caster is behind, blocking it herself, putting herself in the way.
No, she's not an AOO.
As she goes to swing.
Actually, you've got Slappy, right?
Yeah.
She is.
She actually totally is 15.
So,
Yeah, she absolutely is.
First concealment, which I passed, but barely, but still pass.
That's okay. You got like the 7 out of the way on the concealment, so that's good.
That is a 41.
41 will hit. Just.
That's
Cover
what you
from the
get for
corner,
leaving
but it
cover.
will.
Slap.
She get a little slap.
That is.
He has a glaive and he doesn't even use it right. He just uses it to slap people.
I don't know what you expected at this point. You've known Marsha for how long?
41.
But he was a mercenary. He at least knows how
Wow.
to use weapons.
She staggers back in the doorway here, clearly pretty gravely
Oh,
injured.
I'm sorry. Does she still have that thing that's +1?
No.
No.
It lasted
Oh, okay.
that action, and that was it.
I thought it was funny.
That
To
lasts while the persistent damage is
the
gone.
doorway here,
Okay.
putting herself in between you and the archer, before knocking 2 arrows, loosing one a little past you, looking to be towards your friends behind you, which you sort of reactively go for.
Maybe one of your arrows will hit your
It is
target.
going to be 42 to feint you.
DC's a 37, so that'll work.
before firing her true shot directly at you. It was the first, just it wasn't aimed at all. It just sails harmlessly off in the distance.
Reactive shield.
So flat of
And-
And go ahead and
Foresight.
reroll.
Foresight 2. Can you fortune damage?
You cannot. It is a fortune effect. You cannot. Villain point it.
You can't cancel them out.
Nope.
I am gonna say that we're not playing it like that because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Can we hero point a fortune effect?
If I misunfortune you, you can hero point it. Yeah, that's not ever been a point of contention.
But,
You
like,
do
I
not
can-
have an ability that prevents me from
But
using
if
villain
I'm
points.
under the
We're
effect
not.
of my own fortune effect,
Then
Yeah,
he-
that's
I don't
different.
like that
You-
roll to work. I can
You
use
can't
them.
hero point your own fortune effect. If,
Okay.
if I hit
That's
you
fair.
with a misfortune effect, you
That's
can
fair.
hero point.
This is a misfortune effect on you.
No, it's a
Right. No,
fortune
I don't
effect on
care.
me is what it is.
Oh,
am-
I see.
I'm rerolling it. You do not have an ability that cancels chat's hero points.
That's
That's
fair.
completely
That's fair.
vetoed. And through a second act of fate and magic conflux here in her bow, this time for Sirius, it is 2 higher than the first roll. It is a 41 on your flat-footed.
Normal hit.
Normal hits.
It's not a crit.
Fortune and
Math.
misfortune effects are interesting. 'cause
And,
They're
uh,
interesting in the way that
shield
they
block.
interact. It makes more sense, obviously, if we're not getting hero points from chat.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
giving you a mechanic that turns off chat's hero
I
points.
wouldn't blame you.
I didn't even
That's-
know. I
that's
didn't even
illegal.
think about that. That actually makes sense, though.
Okay.
you make sense though.
Your mom makes sense,
Wow.
except when she doesn't.
It's going to be 34 points of piercing damage.
Okay, shield block. So
And then she is going to loose a second shot, doing her best. We call this pew. I rolled the same thing, so it's gonna be 5 lower, and you're not flat-footed, so there's no way the
Yeah,
second arrow is
that's-
gonna catch you.
guards up. She's not gonna get me the second time.
She's on fire.
Oh, she is on fire, right? She burst into flames.
13 damage.
So fire goes out
burning.
immediately.
But she's on 13 damage.
That's not gonna put her down, but boy, it almost did. She almost died to smoldering invective. Marshall. Instead, I guess she could just die to getting slapped.
Get her, Marshall.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna move about. I want to say. Oh, sorry. I want to say about like over here, in good slapping range. That way, they have to get by me in order to. And
No escape.
no, exactly. I'm gonna scare her to death her.
She looks like she's most of the way to regular death.
Yeah, but worst case scenario, now she's frightened.
Exactly.
All right, this guy in the hole is frightened.
Do I have to dazzle conceal for that too?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Mechanically, maybe, but no, because that's dumb.
That's a 19 on the die, so that is a 49.
She is going to critically fail.
Just give up. Just let go.
So that would be.
She is exactly your level, so incapacitate does not kick in. So she needs to make a fortitude save,
Just give up.
Like
Just
they
let
do.
go. It'll be easier this way.
and she dies.
Yeah, she gave up. She let go.
It was a
Marshall
31.
literally just roars at her, and she just falls over.
Raz is in the background. Just let go.
And
Thing.
And I guess I have one action left.
last bit of energy collapses with smoldering heap on the floor.
Turn away and slam the door.
If you can see this guy, you can swing at him.
I was about to say, can I see that guy?
I don't know if that's
I
what
don't
it's
think
called.
you can. No, it's
Okay.
completely
Too
in
far
the
back
corner.
in the corner.
How are you looking, Roshi?
Look fine, actually.
Oh. In that
The
case,
advantages of going last.
eh,
I think I don't know damage to Roshi.
Yeah, you
I got
did.
nothing better to do.
I have an hour cooldown on
Yeah.
that. You can
Even
get
with
out.
continual recovery.
For continual recovery does not affect that.
Okay, never mind. Then I guess I will just do nothing.
You don't want to move closer?
I mean, I might as well. I'll move like a smidgen closer.
All right. You get up to the door surrounding this gentleman, Raz.
Cool. Just, you know what? You guys are doing a great job. Harmonize, inspire courage, inspire defense. Raz is done playing around.
Do those apply to me?
Can you hear?
You can hear him. Yeah, you're through there. You can hear him. So for reference to the future, if it is a misfortune effect, it is not a hero point. You don't use it when I roll. You do what you did, which is right, which is say I'm using this, and then I can use a hero point to turn it off. They cancel each other. Complete cancellation.
Oh.
So if there is a misfortune effect, You call it when I go to roll it. It's
So-
not. I roll
So
a
the
42.
way that reads
Yeah.
is very different.
It's because it's how misfortune works.
Well,
It's like
okay.
I got a 42. You're like re-roll that.
no,
one.
like
it's too late.
read the way it works.
It's not your misfortune. It's my fortune effect.
Like read
Then
it.
I think they just know interaction, and I
Okay.
can just re-roll it again.
All right, that's fine.
Let me see.
Because I'm the target.
like
of the
it's a
spell.
very unique. Like the way it's
I'm the one
written
who
is
gets
very
foresight.
unique.
9th level magic is a hell of a drug.
Weird. I would have never thought of
Yeah,
it.
so I guess as written, I'm just going with what I said before. I would still say, for simplicity's sake, we'll just play it like it's misfortune because it is, and I honestly think that might be a
So
typo.
like,
Fair
I
enough.
mean, the way
Because it's
I
a-
read it
it is
is
a
I
misfortune.
can't use hero points to re-roll my re-roll because it's a fortune effect, and then
Right.
you. Okay.
But you're not rolling anything.
Yes, you are. You
Well,
can be.
Not.
Well,
you're getting
I
attacked.
could be because if it was a saving throw, I would be the one who
If you use
would
it on a
roll twice.
save, if you use it on a save for the reroll, you can't also hero point.
You're using
but
your
that's-
fortune to give him a misfortune, which he can then
which
counter
then I
out.
can use the hero point
To nullify.
deny.
I'll do whatever you guys
I'll
want.
do whatever you want.
That makes sense.
It's just
to me.
it's written so weird.
It makes
I just
sense
wanna
that you
kill
would
some
be able to
Scarlet Triad.
counter.
Wizard in small Trishik jail is in small Trishik jail.
Frightened 3, thinking he was put here to
Frightened
die.
3, he has had a very bad time. And he's just gonna kind of white. His eyes are gonna white. No. Impossible! Papura verma seculio! And just sort of jabs his hand out towards you, fingers out, and you feel a sharp pain. Make me a fortitude save.
You're good at these.
I mean, he's decent, that's for sure.
I'm actually not bad at fortitude saves.
That's why I said you're good.
You're just bad at will saves mostly.
So,
You got resolved now. So.
Hero
it's
point.
an 8.
Well, he's good as long as Shaq keeps giving him hero points.
As
Yeah.
long as he has infinite fuel.
Much better.
So 8 to 19.
That's a pretty good flip.
45.
45 will critically succeed because he is frightened 3 and his DC is at 0. You will take 17 points of piercing damage as his hand almost just kind of stabs you.
On a critical?
Yep. The save is not for the piercing damage. That happens regardless.
Okay.
And that felt kind of weird. And you're not really sure what that was about. Maybe you saw your dazzle, maybe you saw it wrong. But then as you don't seem to react to that at all, he puts his other hand up. Can I pay us? And his shield pops into being before him. Resume. This poor guy.
Resme will knock on the door where she saw Trishik go in and say, Trishik, if you're in the bathroom in there, like, are you done yet?
Just a moment, please. I'm unwrapping a gift.
Is that like your new way of saying you're pooping?
No response.
Marshall just hears this and goes, "Oh no, lass."
You have 2 actions, though. I'm taking an action for that.
That's fine. Well, I guess you guys are doing great.
Just high five. Resume.
High five, Raz. Like, we're winning.
Yay, the marshals.
This
You guys are fighting. This is literally like a plaything for y'all.
caster
Pretty
in the
much.
back can see Roshin through the doorway.
Way
I
back.
isolated a caster to make things easier for you
You did a
guys.
great job.
And she holds her hands together, Vesagitum, and focuses and starts to shoot a series of small bolts out towards you. Little blasts of magic.
Magical missiles, you might say.
You could say they were magical missiles.
I'm
Focusing up
yeah,
on
no,
this.
That's not gonna do anything.
The best spell.
Makes it really easy. I just write down an amount of damage, and
Yeah,
that's what it
now
takes.
to hit you, you have any resistance. It's just
You just hit.
Unless
You
you
just
have shield.
8 plus 10 plus 12, 30.
Those are
That was
numbers.
very easy. 30 points of force damage
Just kind of grit her teeth under the
from
onslaught.
these missiles blasting into you, and then it's your turn.
Are you kerosene?
Heal back 8 health. And just kind of bring the shield down and just kind of glare at him.
Go get her.
Scared of death.
I'm gonna stride right up in his face and scare to death. The best Kubrick stare I can manage walking up
Keep hitting
there.
a
There
little
we
bit.
go.
I don't know.
That's totally worth hero pointing.
How many hero points have traded hands today? It's been so many.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Oh.
It was worth it.
Thank you, Crimson Nexus.
Oh, what's your DC?
44.
You don't have critical You don't have critical specialization, do you?
Why would that matter?
With an Intimidate check?
For your sword.
No, I don't, because I'm a caster. I don't look like one.
yeah.
Actually, I do have crit spec on my sword because I have an owlbear claw.
40.
Ah.
I'm not saying the wizard needs a 19 to succeed that fortitude
But he
save.
might need a 19.
But he might need
But
a
he
19.
might need. She's dead. So
Yep.
my heart stops and she just falls back on the bed behind her,
And
face
spit.
frozen in terror.
These
Trishik,
things are annoying.
Marshall here's to Clump. Ah, you got it.
Turn around, just walk back out.
I'll take that as a yes.
So you know the handy thing about being frightened when dealing with me, right?
she's only frightened too.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That
she's
means
a wizard.
that means
and she
she's
has shield.
flat-footed, frightened
Did she
too.
cast it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay.
So
both did. No, she
concealment.
didn't. She just did 3 actions.
So concealment. That is a 1. The first attack will miss.
Ha ha! -4.
Nat 20.
That's a 20 for the concealment.
Okay, well, you pass concealment. -4.
I'm not the kind of dumb that rolls the 20 and then misses it on the concealment.
Not anymore.
I've never done that.
That's you actually have always done concealment first.
That will be a 2 to hit.
He's got better.
So
He's doing it. I get their genders so backwards. I don't know why.
so then it's
Concealment.
31, 22. So I've got a plus 22 for this. Another 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Sheik is dazzled.
Dazzled
He's having a
actually
tough
got a lot of
time.
value there.
Marshall, you're a lot of
Sheik has
sound.
been
You're a lot of sound
bamboozled.
coming out from this room behind you, but still sounds like things are happening.
Hey, boss. You need some help in there? Are you good?
It should be fine.
He's in the bathroom. Leave him alone.
No, last. Never mind. I just turn Old Slappy back into Big Red.
The door's not locked.
Waddle on over here, and I just kind of.
Just waiting outside the outhouse.
I'm literally just like.
Raz.
I'm just waiting.
Should
I'm just
we-
waiting. I already
Should
know.
we-
I'm
should
just
we
waiting.
help you, or you good in there?
It's difficult to see.
I'm gonna open the door.
So you open the door, and you see it's completely dark in there as light spills in from this room as this extremely injured little dwarven wizard is dodging Trishik right and left, blasts of magic surging, Trishik's just swinging. Not a whole lot actually happening.
I close the door.
Smartest decision.
Inspire courage. I open the door. You're doing great, Tashik. Close the door.
From in there, you hear Vesagitum, and then you hear a blast of a bunch of magic missiles slamming into Trishik. $11 plus
I
11
think that's about 32.
plus 11, 33.
That's
Very good
33
guess.
points of force damage. This is a 3-action magic missile. Is anybody but Trishik doing anything?
I'm opening the door again.
Resme opens the door and looks, and you see magic missiles hitting Trishik. He's just kind of flailing.
Can I see anything in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's this room's light, so you open the door and light comes
Yeah,
in.
there's a dwarf.
Is he how young is he?
He's younger than me.
31 years old.
Oh,
His beard hasn't even come
Res-
in yet.
Chef ZJSA has a hero point for you. Take it.
Thank you.
I didn't think this fight would end like 15 minutes ago, but we're
no.
still here.
pull him out by his collar.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, no.
Wizard on wizard violence.
A dwarf wizard, though. It's a dwarf wizard.
There's a dwarf wizard.
I mean, he might be stronger.
That is a 16, my friend.
You go to grab it, and he just pulls away, still casting at Trishik
Close
here.
the door.
He doesn't even acknowledge you. He's
Come on out of
incensed
there.
this direction.
You're like 5. Go home to your mother.
You're like 2.
Still just incanting spells and flinging magic, and Trishik swinging at him, and
Close the door. Rosemary.
Roshin.
Close the door, Rosemary.
He's like 5.
You notice, man, you're picking a curious time to get cold feet about this sort of thing.
He's like 5.
Bloody!
What is that?
That's a divine lance.
Pew.
That's is that a 9? That's a 9. Okay.
No
So
shield
that's
this time.
gonna be a 39.
Is he evil?
Hits.
He's evil.
He's evil.
Oh,
Is he
okay.
lawful?
I feel
He's
better
lawful.
now.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
An extra 1 damage.
For that one time you hit him.
Yep.
It matters.
Now that I know he's evil, I feel way better.
There's no question about them being evil
It's
ever.
the Scarlet Triad Mage! What'd you think it was?
They're summoning demons. We don't have a paladin to sniff out evil anymore. They can't do
They
that.
don't do that anymore.
They don't do that
Because
anymore.
that's dumb.
Smells evil.
Wait, AC 19, 19, 5. 24 good damage.
Is that enough?
I could
No,
say yes,
no.
but it's against the GM's code.
Close the door, Trishik. I don't want to see
Trishik
this.
I'll close the door.
closes the door.
Flat check.
Still
I
fighting
pass.
one.
Passes the flat check.
Can't pick up the D4.
Another 2 for the hit.
Still fighting one. What's the total?
33
No.
against his flat-footed frightened. So. And shield's
No.
gone.
It's 34. Yeah, his shield's
Yeah.
gone. Flat check.
1.
Third attack. Flat check.
I closed the door.
Ah.
Marshall, give me a second. I got an
Trishik,
idea.
don't make me come in there.
Marshall, I got an idea.
Basic item and more magic missile is slamming.
I'm just gonna take another 33 health off.
14 on the first missile.
Wait.
And then 11.
Oh, we're just
25.
gonna let them go at it now.
And then 12. So 37
Oh.
on that round of magic missiles. I mean, Raz and Marshall, you guys.
He would need
Is
to hit me with
anybody in this party doing
No, we're
anything?
good. We're good.
No, Roshina's gonna go in there and slit his throat if Trishik
I was
gets
gonna
it done
open
by
the
the time
door.
it's her turn
Marshall
again.
wants to do something.
That's
Well,
all
what's
I'm
Marshall gonna do? You can reach the door. You're large.
I was about to say, like, I can literally knock it over with my big toe. Okay.
There.
So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm like, enough of this. Knock it over with my big toe.
So you smash the door in. You can see this dwarf is like crouched over from Roshin's lance.
All right,
barely up,
enough
and
of playtime.
You slam the door into him, and he just into the corner with the door.
All right, enough playtime. Concealment. I pass.
Stab.
He is
That is
gone.
a 44.
He's dead.
I just bonk. And I look at you. Hey, stop playing with their food.
Whatever they did makes it quite difficult to see.
Oh, did they go and
I
throw
mean,
some
I'm
stuff
seeing
at ya?
spots too, but
And the two of you are still.
You all are very bad at dealing with mages.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
we're seeing dots. Like I'm doing this, and not much is changing.
I mean, honestly, isn't that you
Sweet
normally?
cheek.
Ah!
Restore senses.
Both of them.
Both of them. I
Alright,
casted
fair enough.
level 7.
Oh, thank you.
So as your
Lovely.
sight comes back to the two of you, and this room fills with fallen triad bodies. Here, we end today's
Clown fiesta.
session that happened.
I'm just glad none of them are
How
really
many combats was
janitors.
that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We had
combats?
They don't give
4
manacles to the
combats.
janitors.
That's a good pace,
One of
honestly.
them, one
for
of them is kind of
17th level.
ended.
4 combats is pretty good.
Yeah, 4 combats is a
4
good pace.
combats was pretty
And
good.
2 of them are just you making your way through massive magical power through forces that had absolutely no way to conceivably deal with it.
I mean, in all fairness,
So-
Jala did a lot of work too.
Jala did good. He did his
Jala
best.
did great.
Jala
He was a
did
great ally.
He was a great
We
ally.
should have just left those
until
idiots in there
5 minutes.
behind the wall.
So, that's gonna end today's
They just
adventure.
wandered on.
No,
Left
they
them
break
be.
the wall down.
They would not break
and
the wall
they
down.
Show
Have
up
you
in the
seen how
boss fight and shoot us in the back.
Have you
I'm not
seen how
having that.
There is
incompetent they
still-
were?
Who knows
There's no wall that they're
how
breaking
much
down.
left of the red pyramid? How are your spell counts looking, everybody?
Oh, I
fine.
have all my spells.
Same.
I'm actually doing halfway decently.
I got
I have no level 1 spell slots left.
I got
used
two
to not
level. I got 2 level 9s, 4 level 8s,
But I don't
3
every
level
time I use
7s, 2 level 6s, 3
good.
level 5s,
good.
all my level 4s.
How much time would have passed during that fight slash walkthrough fight slash
When we
walk?
This
got-
session, there's been no 10-minute rest. I would say your session today took about 30 minutes.
Okay,
in
so we
your
got
day.
10
you
minutes
have a
left.
little bit of foresight left, I think.
I got 10 minutes left on foresight.
one
and
combat
and I got
worth
10 minutes left
Arizona.
on Drake Heart.
And when we return next week, everybody, we continue yet further into the depths of the Red Pyramid. Thank you for being here.
You're just gonna throw a janitor at me,
Thank you
and
for
then
hanging out.
he's just gonna have a broom. He's just gonna be a guy
We'll see
doing
you all
his job.
next week, everybody.
monk.
Good night. Enjoy the
Bye,
rest
guys.
of your
Night.
weekend.
He's just a monk.